Guten Abend. Guten Abend, Batman. Guten Abend, Lars. Guten Abend, andere. Wir spielen wieder Wuthering weiter. Rinascita, Akt 11. Hä? Oh, so. Was ist schon oder wird noch mehr? Jetzt geht's los. Den weiß ich immer nicht. Macht er wieder ein Update und schließt das Spiel dann wieder? Was ist denn nun dieser Premiere-Modus wieder? Premiere-Modus? Habe ich irgendein Video mit Premiere gemacht? Natürlich. Jetzt macht er das Update. Bei dem letzten NTE-Video. Oh, ja, scheiße, habe ich den falschen Ding gekriegt. Premiere ist, das ist wie sagt man? Das ist wie so ein, das Video wird live geschalten und die Leute können sich unterhalten. Das habe ich scheinbar aus Versehen, habe ich das geklickt. Jetzt steht es nur auf öffentlich. Veröffentlichungszeitpunkt festlegen, privat. Zu öffentlich. Hä? Hoppala. Ne, das machen manche, wenn sie ein großes neues Video raushauen oder so. Achso, ich sollte mir vielleicht mal draufklicken, dass wieder reingeht. Guten Abend, Swanny. Hat mich schon gewundert. Ja. Ich habe mich vorhin geschickt, weil ich schnell was schauen wollte. Und dann so, mach schnell das Video, klick. Und dann so, warte, habe ich das jetzt richtig gemacht? Ah ja, nee, ich muss das und das drücken. Und dann habe ich mich scheinbar verklickt. Guten Abend, Sascha. Das ist, glaube ich, das erste Mal, dass ich so ein Video auf Premiere dann als Premiere rauskauen habe. Das ist halt, glaube ich, zum Beispiel auch manche verwenden das. Ich glaube, die eine, die wo so Figuren bemalt und so Zeug, die hat es mal eine Zeit lang gemacht, um sich während des Videos mit den anderen zu unterhalten oder so. Das kann man verschieden verwenden, auf jeden Fall. Könnte man machen, wenn man zum Beispiel ein neues Video raushaut von einem neuen Let's Play oder sowas. Was ist jetzt los? Wo bringt mich das Ding hin? Aber gut, dann starten wir mal regulär und damit hallo und jetzt willkommen zurück. Wuthering Waves. Wir müssen Rinascita Akt 11 machen. Was ja dann, glaube ich, der Abschluss der Dunklen Flut ist oder irgend so ein Scheiß. Der ist eigentlich bloß ein Log. Passt. Ah, so, okay, wo bringt mich das hin? Ich meine... Bringt mich das nach Ding? Nach Septibon? Jetzt muss ich überlegen müssen, scheiße, wie wird's wieder heißen? Weil was? Oh. 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 Da ging es scheinbar auch schon rund. Und ich wüsste gern, wem der Typ da eigentlich winkt. Komm, Leben zurück, Solar. Vorher gedacht, was du Senats, dann bist du in Sicherheit. Mhm. Aschen der Apokalypse hat geblasen. Ufern und Ufern liegen bereits mit dem Feind im Gefecht. Gehe folge dem Ruf. Glaub fest daran, dass mein Verlobter gekrönt von Ruhm zurückkehrt. Komm, Leben zurück. Oh. Ich habe jetzt sehr weit fliegen dürfen. Achso, ich bin jetzt in der Mission.
Keep moving. Stay in line and follow instructions. No dawdling. I promise, we will return soon. Well, well. Is that you, Unwritten One? So you did decide to grace us after all. Thought maybe you'd forgotten about us.
Gut, dass die Juno so wieder dabei ist, Alter. Das letzte war zu deprimierend ständig. Das bist du, Juno, wie du leibst und lebst.
Did you come straight from Raguna?
I did. Has it begun here too? I see you're starting evacuations.
An unannounced high tide. But that term doesn't even begin to cover it. No signs, no patterns. The dark tide's spawn are surfacing at random, even outside the city of Septimont. It doesn't make sense. The Earth-rend wedge is still holding back the dark tide at its depths. At any rate, Augusta's already led a team to the Sanguis Plateaus to investigate. As for me, I'm helping out here. Someone has to stop the panic from turning into a stampede.
It's not just Septimont. Raguna has been hit too.
Juno über die Lage in Raguna informieren.
I see. Raguna too. And Ovidius. He never bent the knee, never played by the rules. Why is it that fate always strikes hardest at those who dare to defy it?
Erinnern sich die Leute immer noch nicht an dich?
I'm just a helpful, ordinary person now, helping the temple with the evacuation. No more restraints from the Tetragon, no prophecies. I admit, I've never felt freer. It's just... The last prophecy ended with, the dark tide will erupt and engulf all of Septimont. After that, nothing. And with this abnormal dark tide behavior, people are starting to fear the end is upon us.
Aber vielleicht bedeutet das gar nicht, dass das Ende naht.
Nice thought. If only more people shared your hope.
Erzähl mir ja auch, dass wir der böse Vorbote sind oder so, oder ausgewählt.
But in the face of something this vast and unknown, fear is only human. We can't blame them for trembling.
Kommt doch davon, wenn man ständig auf Prophezeiungen hört, dann glaubt mal jeden Scheiß.
Aquila, any word? The dark tide has been spotted at the Three Heroes' crest.
Wie schlimm sieht's aus?
Bad. It's the highest point in the Sanguis Plateaus, well beyond the Blight Cloud's reach. The dark tide has never touched it before. They call it the Three Heroes' Crest for the three heroes of heroes who once stood there. Many believe their blessing has kept it one of the few sacred places the dark tide cannot reach.
Ist auch geil, das als die drei Helden beruht auf die drei Helden der Helden. Wie oft wirst du Helden in den Satz packen?
If even that place isn't safe. We need to see it with our own eyes. But Septimont still needs us too.
Worry not, honored one. The Senate will oversee the evacuation. Please, go assist the Ephor. We may lack your strength, but we will not stand idle. We will do everything we can to hold the line.
We were born in Septimont. Resistance runs in our blood, and we were raised beneath the shining legacy of heroes. You think we'll sit back and let ruin claim us?
Also nicht, dass ihr wartet, nur dass ihr halt wie immer keine Chance habt und immer irgendwen braucht, der euch auf so Scheiße zieht.
We're counting on you, honored one.
Deshalb bin ich hier. Für Rinascita.
I hate to admit it, but the current Senate's grown a backbone. Cowards wouldn't last long working under Augusta anyway. Come on, Rover. Let's find her.
Die Juno hat schon immer so einen Blick drauf, wie wenn sie alle 5 Sekunden bloß irgendwas überlegt, Alter. Wie sie irgendeinen Scheiß aushacken kann. Selbst in der Gefahr jetzt.
Traces of the dark tide are everywhere.
Ich sehe ja nur gar nichts, Alter, außer Nebel.
The tide spawn always shows up where we least expect them, and never slow down. Our warriors are stretched thin just trying to hold the lines. Even though the common echoes here don't depend on the Genesis Nexus, they're still breaking down due to the dark tide's corruption. Don't wear that face. These are Septimont's warriors. They don't fall easy. There! The 3 heroes' crest. Looks like they just finished a battle. Let's pick up the pace. You fought beside Augusta before, and you once led the battle to defeat the Sovereign. Your presence will rally them.
Bis sie mitkriegen, dass ich das Böse in mir habe. Oder so.
Look! It's Rover! The Honorable One!
Ist auch mal Zeit war, dass die Lupa mal wieder dabei ist, verdammt nochmal.
My fellow warrior, you came.
Lange nicht gesehen, Lupa. Meine Kriegskameradin, lange nicht gesehen.
Feels like just yesterday we were fighting side by side in the Colosseum. And now look at you. Hero of heroes and all. Didn't see that coming.
Rover, your arrival is appreciated.
Sind das jetzt 3 Engel für Charlie eigentlich?
Oh, let me introduce you. Augusta.
Als ob die
This
sich
is-
nicht so kennen.
You know. We know each other.
So war es seit
A
wann?
lot happened while you were off adventuring. You missed some fun.
Als ob sie wahrscheinlich nicht gleich wieder hin ist oder irgendeinen Scheiß angestellt
It
hat.
is strange. From the moment we met, it felt like we were cut from the same cloth. Like we'd known each other before. She might seem unmoored, but when the storm hits, she holds fast.
All right then, Augusta. What's the situation?
Theoretically, the dark tide flows here from the blight cloud above the plateaus. High tides have always followed its movements.
Ach, deswegen Hochflut. Die kommen aus den Wolken oder was?
But this time, nothing. No blight cloud anomalies. No frequency fluctuations near the 3 heroes' crest. We always knew the Earthrend Wedge was a stopgap as we continued to search for a permanent solution. But this eruption without warning defies everything we thought we understood. We repelled the first wave and set up an anti-corrosion ward using anchor obelisks. Have you discovered anything?
Der Fraxidus inkubiert in Thronidiana.
What? But I thought the Sovereign's death would sever the root cause of the Paradise's descent. But Leviathan's rebirth? This is a whole new thread of fate.
The Fraxidos. Always scheming in shadow. Its wicked ambitions know no end.
Your Excellency, another outbreak. Tide spawn heading straight for the camp.
Leviathan won't spare us any time to breathe.
Gib mir mal ein Schwert, ist bereit.
It's been too long since we stood shoulder to shoulder in battle. Warriors! The battle horns sound once again. Let those who defy Septimont tremble at our fury and fall before our valor.
Ja, okay, ich darf die anderen steuern, das ist doch schon mal gut. Wo soll ich eigentlich hin? Warum?
Tide spawn dead ahead! Let's cut them down in one clean sweep!
I shall.
It's always a blast fighting beside you, my fellow warrior.
Another horde inbound. They're not letting up.
They're heading straight for the anchor obelisk.
We will stop them.
Wayne.
Oh. Die wenn halt hier auch nur einer steht, Alter, was erwartet ihr?
On you go. Entertain you. Foe, be my prey. Wow. Is that all? In the name of blood. Pathetic struggles! Stand tall before the eternal sun! Is it just me?
Ich hoffe, man erkennt alles, was ich mache.
Your Excellency,
Oh.
the target's in the remaining anchor obelisk now.
But the gladiators guarding them. They haven't recovered from the last wave.
Leave them to me.
Good. We'll split up and reinforce the rest. Stay sharp.
Down with the curtain. One with the sounds.
Ey, wo sind meine coolen Charaktere hin? Was will ich mit dem wischen? Sogar die Luca ist weg. Aber Hauptsache, der hat seinen Mini-Grisou dabei.
One with the sounds.
How is the situation there?
Just clean them up.
We've cleared our sector 2. Regrouping now.
Einer reicht so. Ich will nur keine ganze Armee aufhalten. Er wird überall bei mir dabei.
More tide spawn at the southwest base point!
Ugh, trying to wear us down one flank at a time, huh? They're closing in on the obelisks on our side.
Wait. Something's off. They're striking at weak spots in the formation. Since when did they fight with strategy?
Leviathan. It's directing them. It saw we were spread too thin and scattered their assault on purpose.
Weniger reden, mehr angreifen, wenn die da stehen.
The north flank! Hold the obelisks at all costs!
If I release this attack, the whole obelisk array may fall. It's testing me, seeing if I'll trade lives for victory.
Wir können nicht überall gleichzeitig sein.
So, this is where we're needed, right? Time to help reclaim those obelisks. The North Flank's ours. Let's give them a grand show!
Oh!
The Montellis greet you. We will secure this cell.
The poison Leviathan leaves behind, allow the Thessalians to cleanse it.
Phew! Made it this time! I've got this side covered.
By the name of Imperator, we'll protect the obelisks here.
Hat auch lang genug gedauert, dass da mal alle immer zusammen sind. Ja, alle. Wie seid ihr hergekommen?
Let's deal with the mess first. Plenty of time to catch up after.
One obelisk remains on the northeast.
Ah, ich ganz vergessen.
I'll take that one. You have my thanks, heroes from afar. May your names be etched in eternity. This battle is not over yet. Let's end this together!
I never thought I'd see the day. Fighting side by side with the Order of the Deep. Onward, comrades! We're not about to shake Septimon now!
I've heard of the Montelli-centric constructs, but seeing that kind of firepower up close is something else.
Poison. Fuel. Maybe Celia's aren't as monstrous as they say.
She's absorbing the tide spawn. What kind of power is that?
Now watch closely. I answer my call. Causality, overturn. Ha, wave. On you go. Ha. Praise me. World at my string.
Nightmare! Break asunder!
Was zur Hölle war das jetzt eigentlich?
Fate in my
Ich hab bisher die ganze Zeit vergessen, dass da unten auch noch was ist.
Foes, be my prey. We fall in glory.
My friend.
Alter, wo kommt jetzt das Riesenviech her?
In control.
Achso, okay, schon weg, passt schon. Hat sich erledigt.
What is that in the center? An opening. Something inside is sending them frequencies to recover.
The tide spawn is still hiding in there, ready to strike again. Damn it! There's no end to this.
We won't last much longer at this rate. The entrance is open. Now's the time. What
What are you doing?
What I always planned to do. Hunt the Trenodian. The moment I jump into the dark tide, the tide spawn will retreat to defend. That's when you seal the anti-corrosion ward. Trap them in one stroke.
Jump into the dark tide. Are you out of your minds?
More precisely, into the journeying paradise. The suffocating despair you see. It's a gateway, and Leviathan's sanctuary.
You're saying Leviathan built the paradise inside the dark tide?
That grand city you glimpsed within it, it wasn't a hallucination. It was real. Paradise's first form. Everything it plotted fell apart. With no other choice, it began spreading the gospel of its paradise by force. And that gives us a chance to kill it. Right now, it's trying to break the Earthrend Wedge's seal and drown all of Rinascita in the dark tide. But that's not its true goal. It feeds on our terror, on despairing frequencies. That's what fuels its rebirth and its paradise. We must strike at the root, kill Leviathan, tear down the paradise it's built. If not, it will descend upon Rinascita, just as it did here, at the Three Heroes' Crest.
The paradise won't fall unless we can reach it. How exactly do we do that?
The living can only enter the journeying paradise once they've been corrupted by the dark tide. Even then, one of you must go in first to open the way for the rest. Inside, there's a spatial anomaly. Whoever goes first must use the Sentinel's power to break through it, then find a waystone to create a connection for the others to follow.
Wo hatte die Informationen her?
Augusta, you buried the waystone yourself, but it's been corrupted. Only the Sentinel's power can purify it. Take it. Leviathan's eye is still on this place, so I'll say no more. I trust you'll understand what's left unsaid. Once I'm inside, I'll draw its attention. That'll buy you enough time to prepare. Good. All locked and loaded. Now, if you'll excuse me, someone's got to teach the Dark Tide some manners.
Huh? No! Hold on now!
And you, Rover. If your resolve is true, be ready. When the time comes, I'll guide you to paradise. See you all in hell.
Retreating to the center. They're all inside the ward's perimeter. Augusta!
Now activate the anchor obelisks!
Did it. But what good is that? She just rattles on, doesn't even check if anyone's really listening, and then dives headfirst into the dark tide.
The journeying paradise lies within the dark tide. I do not think she was lying. That grand city she spoke of, I saw it myself. Rover, we've set up camp near the Three Heroes' Crest to keep watch. Let's head back and rest for now.
There must be a way forward. Once we're back, we'll gather all of Raguna's heroes and plan our next move together.
Spielen wir sie jetzt dann da drin? Wahrscheinlich, oder? Oder auch nicht.
The nature of the dark tide and Leviathan. Ha. I see where we are now.
Rover, you're here.
Warum soll ich weg sein? Sagt ihr mir jetzt, wie ihr hergekommen seid?
Regarding that, I think it's best you hear from them directly.
Ja? Ah.
Yo! Loud and clear, Rover? So, all available bloom bearers have arrived in Rinascita. We're standing guard at Aberrado Vault, and Booling is already en route to reinforce Septimont. When the Threnodian blindsided us in Jinzhou, we ate some dust. But this time, the Black Shores will show the world who we really are. We've already synced intel with Raguna, and time's short, so I'll make this a quickie. We've drawn some key conclusions about the Threnodian in Rinascita. The Threnodian is a shadow of civilization, formless and immortal. According to Imperator's judgment, they can't be erased entirely, only shackled. But the one you're about to face is different. The Fraxidus used the Threnodian's gem to resurrect him, and that created a crack in the shell. Tethys believes that with Imperator's power, you might be able to split the gem from the Threnodian and stop Leviathan from fully reviving. If you can extract the gem, Tethys can tap into a Sonoro's infinite expansion to lock that thing down for good. One more thing. Back in Jinzhou, Abby proved capable of absorbing Threnodian's frequencies. This means, in theory, it could act as a temporary host for the gem. But know this, the Threnodian Leviathan is rooted deeply in the minds and souls of Rinascita's people. Only they can truly face it. At Raguna's request, we've teleported some of our strongest resonators to reinforce the front lines at Three Heroes Crest. So, leave the civilians to us. We'll keep them safe. As for combat power, I called in some insurance. Never hurts to play it safe. Don't worry, we
Won't let you go! Feed my blossoms, self-deceivers!
So you don't have to unleash the fans.
Ja, nicht dazu kommen, was zu sagen, weil die hinten rumhauen. Aber wie sie jetzt endlich mal wirklich mal viele Charaktere auspacken, ey. Alles klar, sieht so aus, müsste ich mir um euch keine Sorgen machen. Aber was ich hier eigentlich schon wieder fast schlimm finde, ist so die Tatsache, dass die vorher echt Probleme hatten, diese Gegner zu besiegen. Und der eine Typ läuft mit den Knarren durch, so Peng, Peng, Tot, Tot, Peng, Peng, Tot, Peng, Peng, Tot, Tot, Peng, Peng.
In any case, you just focus on driving your blade straight into Leviathan's heart. We'll be Rinascita's last line of defense.
Ja, aber halt die
we'll be
Irre
right
von mir.
here, waiting for your safe return.
Das machen aber viele Spiele, das ist keine Kritik an Wuthering Waves, Alter, wo da plötzlich so die ganze Zeit, oh, wir sind so verloren und dann irgendwo siehst du Sequenzen, wo einer einfach mit jedem Streich irgendeinen Gegner kalt macht.
Shores' aid, we would not have arrived so swiftly, or with such peace of mind. This disaster has swept across all of Rinascita. We Raganese won't cower behind Septimon's walls, nor will we sit idle while the dark tide ravages your lands. Septimont has long stood as the vanguard against the tide spawn. This is your battleground. We'll follow your lead, Your Excellency. Just say the word.
Thank you for your trust. Though Septimont and Raguna have drifted apart over the years, in the face of such calamity, we stand together as one for Rinascita. There is no need for formality between us. Leviathan is the source of this chaos. If the Black Shore's plan can truly seal it away, then perhaps the storm it unleashed may yet be stilled.
That Discord Slayer spoke of a connection between the Wastestones. She must have meant the Anchorstone's ability to resonate and link with another. If there's another Anchorstone inside the Dark Tide, that connection could open up a path for us.
When the Dark Tide swallowed me, I did leave an Anchorstone behind, but... how did you know that?
Not important right now. The real issue is that the anchor has been heavily corroded. To reactivate it, we'll need to purify it using the Sentinel's power.
Even if we take another Anchorstone with us, its power alone won't be enough to pierce the spatial anomaly inside the Dark Tide and open up a path.
Ach stimmt, der Blinde kommt ja auch noch mit ins Spiel.
You'll need this. A dying martyr entrusted it to me.
The first relic, infused with Imperator's pure original power. That light once drove back the darkness across Rinascita.
Most of its strength was spent purging the dark tide beneath Raguna. What's left can only shield one person.
And someone will need to carry it in first, to reach the Anchorstone and reactivate it. I'll do it. As a captain, navigating through uncharted waters is second nature.
I'll go.
I know how to resist the Dark Tide's corruption.
The Phasalia family potion grants resistance, and I've endured its whispers for long enough. I know its tactics. Let me face this.
Also gehen jetzt alle. Und wo kommen die Quicktime-Events eigentlich plötzlich her?
We don't even know where this Anchorstone is. Finding it may take time, and your potion might wear off before you reach it. But I still carry the Sentinel's power. I can hold out longer than anyone. I have to be the one.
This relic holds all that Primus once felt. His fury, sorrow, obsession, and resolve. I see that same resolve in you. Take it.
Lady Cantarella, how many of your family's potions remain?
Du wirst wissen, ob ich genug brauen kann.
You're asking if I can brew enough to carry all of us into the journeying paradise. If we're ready to face Leviathan.
So, once that anchor stone is activated, the path should be clear, right? Great! Then would you do us the honor, brilliant Lady of Potions, and get us there?
Rover, this is Rinascita's fight. It is neither your duty to shoulder it alone, nor our desire to see you do so. We will not have you face the Threnodian alone. If facing Leviathan means being corrupted by the dark tide, then so be it.
The priestesses foresaw this. The dark tide will erupt and engulf all of Septimont. If that is our fate, we must meet it head-on.
I'll go first. I'll enter the dark tide, activate the Anchor Stone's connections, and hold the path open for the rest of you.
Meanwhile, we'll hold the line at the Three Heroes Crest. The Tidespawn aren't the only threat. The Fraxters might still have their hand to play.
Once the anchors are active, we'll take the potions and follow.
Rinascita will not falter just because a few of its leaders are gone. Its people will rise. We'll meet again in the paradise and end this together. Leviathan will fall.
Rover, we all understand the burden you carry. We are grateful. We'll continue to monitor the dark tide. When the moment comes, we'll move. Until then, prepare and rest.
That visitor from Wogenden, he must know something about Fenrico. If the lantern came from the Fabricatorium, then what's happened to the dark tide sealed beneath Raguna's seas? There's still time before I go. I need to find him and learn what happened down there.
Okay. Ich wollte eigentlich bloß oben reinschauen. Okay, was zur Hölle hat die Gritten jetzt plötzlich Entscheidungen einzuholen, Alter, wo du irgendwelche Texte auswählen kannst und sie dann so schnell zu machen, dass du nicht mal lesen kannst, was da steht, bis die überhaupt abgelaufen sind. Und ich bin bis jetzt nicht sicher, ob ich einen überhaupt mal richtig getroffen habe. Ich bin mir ja nicht auf 1 gedrückt, aber er reagiert halt auch nicht gleich. Deswegen weiß ich nicht. Hat er jetzt das gesagt, was ich gedrückt habe, oder war ich zu spät? Was war das für ein Schnellschuss, das einzubauen? Du musst einem schon Zeit geben, das zu lesen. Vor allem das eine Mal war 3 Antworten dort. Ich habe gerade mal die erste gelesen, da war schon rum. Und ich bin jetzt eigentlich kein langsamer Leser, würde ich jetzt behaupten. Achso, das ist das da. What the hell? Phoebe. Rover, Entschuldigung, ich habe dich gar nicht gesehen. Viele dieser Krieger sind unter der Verderbnis der dunklen Flut im Kampf gefallen. Das Licht des Wütenden kann helfen, ihre Wunden zu reinigen, aber die Narben in ihrem Herzen sind viel schwerer zu heilen. Ich weiß, dass Septimon nicht an das Wütende glaubt, also wollte ich auf meine eigenen versuchen, die Leidenden zu trösten. Dein Glaube erstrahlt heller denn je. Danke. Die Form der Einheit des Wütenden ist eine gemeinsame Glauben, ohne auf die individuelle Freiheit zu verzichten. Sie ist anders als die erzwungene Einheit des Leviathans. Ich habe gehört, dass du in die dunkle Flut gehst, um den Weg für andere zu öffnen. Ich weiß, dass Segen allein nicht genügt, um dich zu beschützen. Jetzt ist Handeln gefragt, tatkräftige Hilfe. Bitte nimm diese schützende Ausrüstung mit. Wenn du das Schattental des Todes durchschleuderst, fürchte dich nicht. Denn wir sind immer bei dir. Wenn die Zeit gekommen ist, werde ich den anderen folgen, um dich zu finden und an deiner Seite kämpfen. Das war das erste Mal, kommt nur in der Story von bis jetzt nicht wieder. Das war ein Test von Entwickler, ob man aufmerksam die Story liest. Junge, da musst du ein Turboleser sein, um da mitzukommen. Und dann dich auch noch entscheiden dazwischen. Da frage ich mich, was halt das Problem damit war, dass du diese schwarzen Textbalken rechts weiterhin benutzt, damit es dann so zeigt, okay, du hast eins von den Sachen, wo du sagen kannst. Junge. Und dann halt rechts ganz klein, dass du es fast nicht siehst. Aber der Exzellenz, die Vorbereitungen schreiten schneller voran als erwartet. Die meisten Krieger sind dank der Heilung durch den Orden und die Thessalier wieder bei voller Kampfkraft und wurden bereits auf ihre Posten entsendet. Außerdem sind die Volksechos durch die technische Unterstützung der Montellis wieder voll einsatzfähig. Sie haben auch eine große Anzahl Privatechos beigesteuert, die uns erheblich verstärken. Verstärkung kommt genau zur rechten Zeit. Verstanden. Behalte die Feindesbewegung in unserer Nähe weiter im Auge. Wie sieht das mit der Dunklen Flut aus? Ihre Schwankungen sind weiterhin unbeständig, aber bisher gehen von den Geschöpfen der Dunklen Flut keinerlei Angriffsbemühungen aus. Ich glaube, dass die Dissonanztöterin den Leviathan in der Dunklen Flut in Schach hält. Was weißt du über sie? Nur, dass sie Tacit-Dissonanzen tötet. Verstehe, sie wirken auf mich seltsam vertraut und sie weiß so viel über Septimon, als hätte sie schon einmal hier gewohnt. Aber unsere oberste Priorität ist jetzt, unsere Kräfte zu konzentrieren, die Stellung zu halten und die Zeit zu nutzen, die uns verschafft. Der Phraxidus lauert im Schatten, wir müssen wachsam sein. Ruh dich gut aus, bevor du es mit der Dunklen Flut aufnimmst. Der bevorstehende Kampf wird dir alles abverlangen. Das hier wird dir eine große Hilfe sein. Und denk daran, dass du nicht allein kämpfst, wohin du auch gehst. Erhaltene Gegenstände. Oder kam das mal wieder vor? Es war halt so aus dem Nichts zu denken, was ist das rechts? Oh scheiße, ist eine Entscheidung. Habe ich jetzt was gedrückt? Ich meine, es ist cool, wenn du Entscheidungen treffen kannst und die, sagen wir mal, so leichte Text ein bisschen ändern. Aber du musst das halt auch richtig machen. Und sagen wir ehrlich, mach nicht deinen eigenen Scheiß. Es gibt tausende Spiele, die sowas machen, die es besser machen. Als das, was gerade passiert ist. Vor allem, du hast ja, glaube ich, in Spielen, wo du viele Entscheidungen treffen musst, halt einen Balken, der 10, 20 Sekunden geht, bevor du dich entscheiden musst. Und nicht so, wir geben dir Dry. Warte mal, es geht gar nicht darum zu wissen, wie man die Verderbnis der Dunklen Flut widersteht, oder? Du wurdest bereits verdorben. Tut mir leid, aber unter diesen Umständen halte ich das für die vernünftige Wahl. Was auch immer du tust, ich respektiere deine Entscheidung, aber lass es mich noch einmal sagen. Mute dir nicht zu viel zu, trage diese Last nicht allein, wir sind immer für dich da. Um diese Tränke, meine Leute und ich werden beginnen, den Rest herzustellen, sobald du den Ankerstein aktivierst. Folgen wir dir in die Dunkle Flut und treffen dich dort. Danke für alles. Du hast von allen am meisten geschuldet, pass auf dich auf. Ups. So typisch Piraten, Alter. Oder von dieser Truppe. Einer sitzt dort und beobachtet alles und ein Viech ist daneben und tut ein Buch lesen. Dass das nicht vertont ist, ist komisch. Ah, dein Feuer brennt stark, mein Kriegskamerad. Das ist beruhigend. Du wirkst zuversichtlich. Du scheinst dich beinahe darauf zu freuen, Lupo. Die war, glaube ich, die einzige vorher, die voll gegrinst hat. So, aha. Septimons Gladiatoren leben für die Herausforderung. Je größer die Bedrohung, desto erbitterter kämpfen wir. Aber ich weiß, dass dieser Leviathan stärker und vollkommen ist als unser Gegner im Argon der Gladiatoren. Ich werde vorsichtig sein. Ehrlich gesagt, es macht mir Sorgen, dass du ganz alleine die Dunkle Flut gehst. Aber wenn es hart auf hart kommt, klopfe ich dir lieber auf den Rücken und rufe, du schaffst das, anstatt zu verzweifeln. Wir haben vieles gemeinsam durchgestanden, die Dunkle Flut ist doch nur eine weitere Bestie. Du kämpfst einen Kampf und wir unseren. Während du einen Weg öffnest, halten wir hier die Stellung. Steh hinter dir, lass dich nicht beirren und hier, das ist für dich. Ich hoffe, es hilft. Wir alle glauben an dich, mein Kriegskamerad, und jetzt musst du an uns glauben. Bald stürmen wir an deiner Seite auf das Schlachtfeld. Was ist denn der eine? Hat die Familie doch nur mehr Schusswaffen mitgebracht. Hat sie denn noch gerade gesungen? So was lange nicht gesehen. Stimmt, ich habe dich in letzter Zeit gar nicht gesehen. Ja, du hast sie alle nicht gesehen, weil die irgendwie immer komplett rausgeschmissen haben aus der Story, Alter, bis immer wieder irgendwo jetzt in der Großen da sind. Als Wanderbaren konnte ich nicht einfach untätig bleiben, wenn alle anderen ihren Beitrag leisten. Also habe ich getan, was ich am besten kann. Ich habe die lauteste Melodie gespielt, die Raguna jemals gehört hat. Damit habe ich noch die letzte verlorene Seele zurückgerufen. Aber kaum treffen wir uns wieder, musst du schon wieder los. Musik kann auch eine Waffe sein, also nimm mein Lied mit dir. Wind bläst, der Regen weint, doch das Licht ist immer bei dir. Hoch oben siehst du die Sterne, im Stille glitzern ist der Beweis, dass du nicht allein bist. Und die ganze Welt hört zu, wenn du singst, jede kühne, helle Note wird dir folgen, genau wie ich. Sind das Chips? Okay, finde ich gut. Chips sind immer gut. Also was ist das für... Achso, das ist einer von denen hier, ja. So funktionieren also die Volksexos von Septimon, aber ich sehe gewisse Ähnlichkeiten mit unseren Wächterkonstrukten. Wie ist die Situation beim Avado-Tresor? Großvater ein Auge auf den Avado-Tresor und die schwarze Küste halten dort ebenfalls die Stellung. Kein Grund zur Sorge, außerdem sind die Echos von Montellis nicht zu unterschätzen. Solche Technologie ist tatsächlich das größte Vermögen unserer Familie. Natürlich haben wir mitgebracht, was wir konnten. Septimons Volksexos nutzen einen anderen Konfigurator als die von Dragoon, aber das Prinzip ist übertragbar. Unsere Tuning-Technik wird es hier auch gute Dienste leisten. Aber vergesst nicht, Pausen einzulegen. Wenn du dadurch ein bisschen entlastet wirst, mache ich so lange wie nötig weiter. Außerdem hat sich Fräulein Carlotta seit Tagen nicht mehr richtig ausgeruht. In Zeiten wie diesen können wir uns nicht die kleinste Nachlässigkeit erlauben. Wir müssen alles tun, was in unserer Macht steht, damit du dich ganz darauf konzentrieren kannst, was dich in der dunklen Flut erwartet. Diese Gegenstände werden deine Echos verstärken. Selbst ohne uns an deiner Seite werden sie verlässlich Verbünde sein. Wir lassen dich an diesem Weg nicht alleine gehen. Echt, Alter? Ich krieg ein EP-Echo auf Level Dings da. Wow. Wow. Ach, davon ist der Typ, der DHL-Bote. Mehr war er jetzt schon scheinbar nicht. Der ist von DHL. Ich meine, der kommt. Ich hab was euch helfen kann. Hier. Geht wieder. Ich meine, der hätte nur noch klingeln müssen. Ich habe gehört, dass du auf dem Meer in einen fürchterlichen Sturm geraten bist. Wir haben ihr Vertrauen nicht enttäuscht. Wir haben alle Leute von den Riccioli-Inseln in Sicherheit gebracht. Verglichen mit dem, was noch bevorsteht, war dieser Sturm gar nichts. Es ist nie einfach, ins Unbekannte zu segeln, aber durch die dunkle Flut zu segeln ist noch schlimmer. Pedro hat neue Geräte besorgt. Nimm dir, was du brauchst. Ich mag Geräte. Okay. Das ist alles, was wir im Moment für dich tun können. Komm bitte wohl bei hin zurück. Pero. Und nimm noch diese Shell-Credit. Das sind Glücksbringer. Zumindest, wenn man den alten Seeleuten glaubt. Nimm so viel du willst. Ein bisschen Glück schadet nie. Für uns bist du immer die Hauptfigur. Vergiss das nie. Es ist nicht die Hauptrolle, die dir Mut verleiht. Dein Mut hat dir diese Rolle überhaupt erst eingebracht. Wir vertrauen dir, also vertraue uns auch. Wie düster es auch wird, wir sind immer hier, wenn du uns brauchst. Ach, da oben ist die Jugend. Er kam, er lieferte und ging. Er kam, sah und lieferte sein Paket aus. Die dunkle Flut hat sich noch nicht stabilisiert. Lauf keine Löcher in den Böden. Ich sag dir sofort Bescheid, wenn sich etwas ändert. Der dunklen Flut nachzuspüren scheint nichts für Zartbeseitete zu sein. Was ist mit der da eigentlich? Es geht darum, Sicherheit in der Unsicherheit des Chaos zu suchen. Die Priesterinnen, mich eingeschlossen, haben sich das schon lange zur Gewohnheit gemacht. Aber ausgerechnet du bist es, der darauf besteht, alles allein zu machen. Nimm dieses Material und lass dir von der Schmieden im Lager etwas herstellen, das deiner Hand würdig ist. Es soll dir als Erinnerung dienen, wie weit du auch in die Dunkelheit vordringst. Wir sind immer bei dir, vergiss das nicht. Kann ich eigentlich da rein und uns verbrennen? Achso, ne, passt schon. Okay, was ist mit dir los, DHL-Bote? Oder bist du UPS?
You're here. Harbinger of the Dark Tide.
Who are you? How do you know about this?
Choyan. The capital sent me to retrieve a fugitive and gather intel on the Thenodian's resonator. I came searching for Raguna's blessed maiden. Instead, I found the Primus. He was tied to the Thenodian, knew the truths of it all. But the Dark Tide silenced him. In his final moments, he passed this lantern to me. Said it was meant for you.
So... His
ambitions and his crimes were buried in blood. But he paid the price. Gave his life to drive back the Dark Tide beneath Raguna's seas. That's how the relic reached your hands. Think no more on it. Think only of what's ahead.
Okay, aber da, also an seiner Lieferstrategie muss er noch arbeiten. Er kommt so rein und hat was er ja eigentlich sowieso mir geben sollte. Ich meine, es war am Ende ja klar, dass mir dann der sind, der wo da alleine runtergeht, aber trotzdem. Aber er sagt nicht, wem es gehört und dann streiten sich alle drum, wer jetzt da runtergeht, aber es war ja für mich. Also daran muss er noch arbeiten. Also vielleicht ist er der Ellbote in Ausbildung, ich weiß es ja nicht. Vielleicht war das seine Sühne. Vielleicht ist das die Schuld, die er auf sich geladen hat. Sühne.
Death is a cheap way to pay for transgressions. He knew it wouldn't be enough. Listen. Every harbinger of the dark tide, Fenrico, Mia, the rest, they all met the same end. Death.
Ich weiß. Ich meine, ich war bei den Storys dabei.
I accepted this long ago.
You've already been touched by the dark tide. Even the Sentinel's power cannot reverse it.
Entschuldigung, die dunkle Flut hat mich berührt, aber wo hat sie mich berührt? Muss ich zur Polizei?
That's why we're not arguing over who goes in first. Anyone else would just suffer longer.
You've been resisting the Threnodians' corruption this whole time. Suppressing your resonance ability so Tidespawn wouldn't surface. Everything you said was just to hide the truth. Deliberately.
Ich wollte nicht, dass sie sich Sorgen machen. Je weniger Leute Bescheid wissen, desto besser.
You're prepared to walk into death alone.
You traveled so far just to honor a dying stranger's final wish. I'll ask for just one more. For me.
The dark tide rejects outsiders of Rinascita. But you're different. I'll do what I can. I'll hold the line here. You do what must be done.
Danke.
When you're truly prepared to die, death doesn't come so easily.
I never act with sacrifice as a given. Not even my own.
One last thing. The magistrate of Jinzhou asked me to send her regards. The people you helped, they're still waiting for your return. Farewell.
Das kann ein bisschen dauern, Alter, wenn wir jetzt erst in 3.3 sind. Frag mich, was mit der dunklen Flut ist. Ich sollte Augusta und Juno fragen. Vielleicht arbeitet er nächstes Mal für Amazon.
You know, status report.
Frequency is stabilizing. If you're going in, this is your best window. Remember that stretch of chaos we once crossed? If Leviathan has shaped this world through the dark tide, expect something similar. Shifting sands, obscuring fog, every step a gamble into the unknown. That Discord Slayer, Galbrenna was it? She's bound to the dark tide. If she dared to hunt the Threnodian, she must know how to navigate its depths. Once inside, find her existence in the chaos. Reunite with her. She'll guide you forward.
Und diesmal muss ich mich also mit ihr verankern?
You catch on quickly. I believe you know what to do. Immerse yourself in her rhythm. Feel it, understand it. Find a trace of her within the chaotic frequencies. And when you find her, don't let her go.
Rover, keep your wits about you once you're inside the dark tide.
Don't worry. I'll stick with him every step of the way.
Warum ist der eigentlich plötzlich wach? Verlass mich auf dich, Abby.
Just remember you're not going in alone. When the time comes, we will be right behind you.
Ich glaube an euch, so wie ihr an mich glaubt.
If you are ready, step forward.
Ich bin mehr als bereit.
May the eternal sun light your path, and may each step bring you closer to victory.
Soll das eigentlich diese Stadt sein? So gut schaut die gar nicht aus. Beine gebrochen. Zu hoch.
There's actually a whole other world inside the dark tide. It kind of feels holy somehow. Huh? Feels a bit like chaos, but colder and creepier. Like something's whispering to me. Anyway, let's focus. Like Yuno said, if we do what we did back in the chaos, we can anchor to Galbrenna and find her, right? Let me remember. Something about anchoring to the memories, feelings and connections in the chaos. The problem is...
Sie ist ein Mysterium. Wir wissen kaum was über sie. Sie kann ballern.
Yeah! Galbrenna's always like... she's there, and then whoosh, she's gone. Doesn't really say much either.
In life, chaos. In death, silence. A stillness veils the teeming multitudes. Glory is washed clean in suffering's tide. The hesitant shall not return. The timid shall not pass. Tell me, little lamb, whence do you come? And where does your path lead?
Ist das das Viech von dir?
It's that creepy guy again.
Little lamb, your hostility pains me. I came to aid you. You wish to anchor to her. A simple task. Surely you've heard. The dark tide preserves memory. Her past is scattered through its depths, tangled in the currents like fractured glass.
Then we'll just go find them ourselves.
The dark tide mirrors the chaos of the human mind, shifting, twisting. A fleeting thought, and the path ahead may vanish beneath your feet. Leviathan lurks in the depths of this world, building its kingdom, bending this place into its image. This place is molded by the journeying paradise's frequency, a vision of perfection, unmarred by flaw.
Wenn es eine Vision der Perfektion ist, ohne jeden Makel, warum schaut es dann jetzt schon aus, wie wenn alles zertrümmert wäre und 1000 Jahre alt ist?
But behold, the dark tide's true face. A world of hatred, fear, and despair. The world your kind calls hell. Leviathan merged paradise and hell with its power of assimilation, cloaking rot in radiance. Yet the mask is flawed. The paradise is incomplete. These twin worlds bleed into one another to create spatial anomalies. Countless souls caught between light and shadow, adrift without rudder or self. Lured by false hope, they stumble into its waiting arms. Not yet. Save its light. I will guide you. Walk with me through this wasteland. If you wish to see her, then walk her path. Endure what she endured. You will hear despair's screams. See the dead beg for death. Watch souls willingly burn in cleansing fire. What is? Are you afraid?
Hat Galbrina dich geschickt?
We share an enemy. We need you. Her plan is bold, but an unwanted frequency has mingled into the dark tide. I know not who it is. This path will prove less smooth than she hoped. But for now, you have no choice, do you? Come, little lamb. Open your eyes, sharpen your claws. It's time we journey into the underworld.
Oh.
The flow of time here is slower than in your world. We have plenty of it. Be patient, little lamb. I shall keep watch over the outside. Speaking with you through the mark of the dark tide saves me considerable energy. As for that small pest, put it to rest, lest its corruption worsen. My presence alone is enough.
Is that Galbrina up ahead?
Ah, a memory. The moment she first fell into the dark tide, she was just a little girl.
Erinnerungsspieler, der in dunklen Flut zurückgelassen wurde.
I won.
Did you see that? That resonance ability? Can a child really wield that kind of power?
She'll be a force to be reckoned with. Perhaps even rise to challenge for F4 one day.
Damn it. I was so close. If it hadn't been for the difference in our resonance ability, I could have... What did you do to get that kind of power?
My power? It's always been there. Since the day I was born.
Born with it? How unfair. I can't take it. I trained harder, endured more, bled more.
I know. You're all stronger than me, and all worthy opponents. But please, you should tend to your injuries now.
Are you mocking us? People like you, born lucky, never understand what it means to struggle, to fight for your strength.
No, I really meant what I said. They are stronger than me, in body and in spirit. So many here are. They just don't have the same resonance ability. Why? Why was I the only one gifted with this power?
Ja, auf solche Spackos das gar nicht hören.
For those who cannot stomach defeat, even sincerity tastes of cruelty. Fate is never fair. It bestows gifts without reason. Whether blessing or mockery, mankind must learn to carry it with grace.
So, she is from Septimont. Why did she leave? And why has she stayed away until now? Her resonance ability was bright and radiant back then. Now it feels different.
The curse of the dark tide.
Hey, was ist das für eine Frage, wenn sie von der dunklen Flut verdorben ist?
Had she returned untempered, with curse still unclaimed as gift, Rinascita would have burned for her folly. A fitting fate, don't you agree?
You claim to stand against Leviathan, yet you speak so coldly of human lives. Whose side are you really on?
Der ist ein scheiß Monster, was erwartest du?
The two are not in conflict. Many a mighty alliance has thrived on And I am a tacit discord, a devourer and killer by nature. My allegiance lies only with myself.
Aber du kämpfst manchmal an ihrer Seite.
We each take what we need. She too accepted my gift. Left to her own strength, she would have fallen long ago. Do not be so eager for answers. Go live them. Feel them instead.
Jetzt los. Schutz des Paradieses. Unter den Einfluss der Frequenz des reißenden Paradieses erhalten Geschöpfe im Reich der dunklen Flut den Schutz des Paradieses und erleiden weniger Schaden.
She carved a path through this underworld for you. But the true danger does not lie in shadow. It hides in the light. I was right about you. Beneath that calm shell beats a heart that burns for battle. Congratulations, little lamb. You've survived the trials of the borderlands.
Are these Galbrenna's traces?
Go now. Claim the rewards of the brave.
Ich glaube, das ist... Ich meine, er hat an sich eine coole Stimme und so, ne? Und auch sein Gerede. Aber er ist zu langsam, ey. Da musst du jedes Mal wieder warten, bis er fertig ist. Damit du weiter kannst. Sonst überspringst du wahrscheinlich wieder irgendwas.
Perhaps you have heard of the great dark tide that swept through Septimont 16 years ago. It swallowed her whole. Once touched by the dark tide, a human's resonance ability and frequency are devoured. Piece by piece.
I was just in Oak Hollow. Where am I? I can't use my resonance ability. Why?
Because the dark tide loved you, but you rejected its gift. Now, it will consume you instead. You, your power, and everything that was once yours.
Kyria, is that really you?
You could have risen above us all. With your gift, you might have become the hero of heroes. Why did you stop? Why did you reject it? Don't you crave that glory?
Honestly, I never understood why I was born with this power. You and so many others. You deserved it more than I ever did. I've asked myself again and again, what does it mean to be strong? You once told me real strength comes from the heart, not from outside. And someone else said, she said real strength is meant to protect. The dark tide twisted me into a monster. People ran from me. So no, I won't accept this gift.
Well said. My frequency is nearly gone. Looks like I'll never get the chance to surpass you now. So take what remains of my strength. Live on. Live for me. Live for all of us.
But why give this to me?
You're not completely lost yet. you still have a chance to escape. More than any of us. And this is our wish.
Within the dark tide lies fate itself. No one can escape the melting casts.
I always knew you, quiet as you seem. If someone struck you down, you'd rise up and strike back twice as hard. I didn't want to admit it before, but in the arena, you didn't beat me with power. You beat me with will. The fire in your eyes, it doesn't lie. That's why I believe you'll see it through. So live with pride, head held high, free and unbound. Live for us and prove to fate that it can be the fight.
Curious creatures, humans, always resisting fate, entrusting all their hopes to a single soul, just to prove they will not bow to destiny. Yet her power was corrupted. Back then, she was weak, as powerless as a little lamb to be slaughtered. Each step forward was a gamble with death.
But she still escaped. How?
She was born through death. Come, let us walk on.
Nächster Kampf. Ja.
The traces end here. There's no path forward.
Leviathan hides its message in another dimension. The Sentinel's power you bear. Its hour has come, little lamb. Use it to sever the worlds. Reshape what is.
T für Talerne, Laterne. Zwillingsfeld Abspaltung und Wechsel. Okay, ich kann halt wechseln. Soll ich das immer wieder machen? Nee, gerade nicht. Oh. Und Absturz.
Good.
Wow.
If resistance comes, let that power be your blade. A journey into the abyss allows no return. It is a path ordained. To rise, one must first learn to fall. So it was for her.
Oh.
I remember when her resonance ability was corrupted by the dark tide. She fought with nothing but instinct and flesh. She clawed through monstrosities until she stood before me. Her frequency was nearly consumed. How rare a mortal here. It shall gnaw upon thee, slow, ceaseless, until thou bend the knee. Thy fate is to be made one with it.
I know. The dark tide devours everything. Assimilates everything. If I can't escape it, then I'll use it.
To claim a divinity's power is to invite divine wrath. Know this, more tidespawn lie in wait before thee.
It's already flowing inside of me. So why can't I turn it against them? Why can't I be the one who devours them?
false frequencies need me to survive. If this power doesn't want to listen to me, then I'll show it who's the real boss.
Thy own kind wished for thy survival. Yet thou wouldst risk it all.
So I can truly live.
To seek a life true while death surrounds thee. Absurd.
Then I'll show you by living. No matter the pain, humanity can live through it. With pride, heads held high. Fate, it may be loud, but I don't think it's that strong. I don't believe in it.
To wield the dark tide against its spawns. Fascinating. Perhaps.
Within the dark tide lies fate itself. None can escape the net it casts.
It hurts. But I already see the light.
Carry our strength and our final hopes. Live with pride, head held high, free and unbound.
I'm almost there. I won't give up.
Human flesh remaineth ever feeble. This broken vessel's frequency is sundered and shattered. Yet this is indeed a chance of an eon. I shall give one final push.
You helped her escape the dark tide.
You are free to see it that way. But I made no vow that my boon came without a price. Still, I never did grasp what she meant by truly living.
If you can't tame the power you carry, you'll only be dragged along by it. That's not living. And it's not the future those who helped her wished for her. She carried the same will they did. Even if she failed in that wish, she'd pass that flame on.
Beyond my understanding. But mark this, without my boon, she'd never have come this far. Her defiance has drawn divine attention. Though she escaped, the tide spawn still hunt her. Her fate will catch her eventually. To spare Rinascita further calamity, she fled to distant lands, corrupted by the dark tide and losing all her power. At first, she could do naught but run, but she was clever. Learned to track the movements of tacit discords through the dark tide's fluctuations. Even when barely holding herself together, she roamed the wilds, warning others of the doom to come. But men seldom listen to a girl who bears a cursed flame. 'Twas easier to believe she brought disaster. Some even said her flames were from Galbrenna, the legendary tacit discord.
So, Galbrenna was originally a tacit discord's name?
A fiend of ever-burning flame. A monster who spread fear and hatred across the land, luring humans into the fire for her own cruel delight. She borrowed that name and saved many in its guise. But her one mistake was her weakness. And that name became a fate she could no longer escape from. The dark tide saw no more after she escaped. So, I will tell you the rest.
Guten Abend, Klaus.
The flames! She's Galbrenna! The flame demon!
Time is running out.
Disguised as Galbrenna, use their fear to drive them out. But alas, this time, the true Galbrenna had come. So long as hatred burns, such frequencies shall nurture her rebirth. Run as you always do.
Chimera, give me your devouring power. If I can consume her, I can end her rebirth.
You dare bargain with me?
This is a threat. Without me, you die too.
You would not dare.
Hunt with me or die with me. Your choice.
You know the cost.
Then before that, I'll tame you. But for now, that undying demon will fall beneath my blade! This name is now mine.
To wield this cursed fire with sanity, you will suffer considerable pain. Is it worth it?
Let's go. The hunt continues.
Also, wenn du den Namen willst, musst du dein Gegenüber essen. Ihr wollt zum Beispiel Bob sein, müsst ihr irgendwo euren Nachbarn Bob essen.
To consume that flame demon, she surrendered more of her frequency to me. Thus our pact was sealed. All that I consume, she inherits as strength.
Und wenn wer fragt, Alter, warum ihr plötzlich Bob heißt, dann so, ich hab ihn gegessen und dann sagen alle, ja, okay, dann passt schon.
So, she became what she is by endlessly feeding on tacit discords.
Ja, sie hat halt Hunger.
A pact always has a price. Should she fail to feed me fresh frequencies, I shall feast on her soul, piece by piece, till naught remains.
Das braucht ein tacit discord
So she hunts without end. Weak tacit discords are but tasty morsels. Only the strong may stand beside me. If she would grow, she must hunt true danger. To crave unorthodox power, yet cling to her humanity. 'Tis a savage clash of wills between her soul and theirs.
You'll devour her frequency. Be reborn through her.
I helped her once broken vessel with my own frequency. Enough to survive the dark tide. This is a long overdue repayment.
No. It was the souls of those humans who saved her. You just saw an opening in her broken frequency and slipped in. Admit it. You just wanted to escape the dark tide, didn't you?
I do not deny it. After centuries, a door opened at last. And she bore a soul unshaken, even at the border of life and death. The most perfect vessel I have ever known. Besides, suffering is a gift. Through it, she learned the true meaning of strength.
Es ist das Ertragen und Überwindung von Leid, das Lob verdient.
Fate showed her countless tragedies, stirring her compassion, but robbing her of the power to save. They gave her a second life, but what I offered was a path to wrest her strength back from fate. And that is what she chose. She walks this path with zeal, never resting, as if every misery in the world were born of her own weakness. Oh, and there are 4 more like me in her now. Ah, I almost forgot. Of course, one must not forget the flame demon herself. Galbrenner.
Also sie hat Galbrenner in sich, Chimera und nochmal 4 andere.
At this point, the Galbrenner feels like her true name. But what was her real name?
That you must ask her yourself.
Jetzt würde ich gerne wissen, wer die anderen 4 sind. Oh.
You came.
Chimera hat mir den Weg gezeigt.
Hope I'm not too late.
Not too late, not too early. Right on time.
Aber wenn gesunden Hunger.
One side each.
Du bist nicht du, wenn du hungrig bist, also ess mal dein Gegenüber. Störung der dunklen Flut. In einem verzerrten Zeitraum wird die Kraft der Laterne von Napoli dem Zweiten gestört. Frequenzen aufladen, um sie wieder zu aktivieren. Aha, okay.
Guardian of the Dark Tide. Mortar. We meet again. I tried to clear the path for you, but that thing got in my way.
You handled all the monsters along the way by yourself.
More or less. Too many roads led here, and I couldn't be sure which one you'd take. So I wanted to make it easier, whichever way you...
Oh. Wir hätten ruhig noch einen Gegner nachschieben können, Alter. Jetzt habe ich das Gespräch nicht zu Ende gekriegt. Wer ist das schon wieder?
One last thing.
You didn't have to go so far, Discord Slayer. Take what's left of me. This flicker of a soul won't last much longer anyway.
Just hang in there. I'll find a way to save your frequency.
You don't have to carry it all yourself. Sometimes, it's okay to lean on someone else.
Thank you.
Human frequencies dull the pain of absorption. Why not let them serve a purpose? Burn them before they turn.
Alter, der Typ, der hat mir so auf den Sack gehen, wenn der ständig dabei war und irgendeine Scheiße labert.
I did it because I wanted to. Not everything needs a reason.
Was unterscheidet uns von den Tacit-Dissonanzen?
I gave you power, not so you would squander it on sentiment. Unleash your true nature. Terror, slaughter. That is what you are made for.
Your time's up. Crawl back to where you belong.
Looks like you've got him on a leash.
Taming him isn't the hard part. Becoming stronger than him is. Oh, and keeping him hungry enough to feed on my terms.
Do not mistake this for triumph, Galbrenner. This battle will not end until one of us is dead.
Er ist ein bisschen wie Ebbe. Er ist ziemlich launisch.
Let him howl. Humans don't kneel to beasts. That power you used, was it the Sentinel's power of separation? And that incredible little one. No wonder Kartetia had the nerve to propose such a mad plan.
Musst du diesen Plan jetzt verraten?
Even here, the Paradise's frequency isn't stable, which means Leviathan hasn't completely seized control. So, looks like part 1 of the plan worked.
You bear the Dark Tide's power, but you are no Harbinger.
Warte mal, die haben sich da drin getroffen? Haben den Plan ausgemacht und dann ist sie extra nochmal raus und ist dann durchs Fenster rein, damit so ausschaut, wenn sie abknallt?
Good. We can avoid a lengthy explanation. If you're looking for the Harbinger too, you must have seen it. The apocalypse Leviathan will bring forth.
Ich meine, ich verstehe schon, man braucht einen coolen Eintritt, ne? Aber trotzdem.
It was meant to remain restrained by the Sentinel, but I feel it stirring again. I followed its frequency and found you.
Most of Leviathan's power resides in me, but a fragment escaped. I've been tracking the one who carries that power.
That gem was cast into the Dark Tide. If this is where things are at, that leads to only one conclusion. Leviathan is about to resurrect. Freed from the Sentinel's hold, it's returned to its primal state in the Dark Tide, like water returning to the sea. We must trap its frequency before we can destroy it.
Or we can use me. Leviathan's instinct will draw it to reclaim what was once part of itself. The godhood inside me.
But that godhood has fused with your humanity. Their frequencies are nearly identical now.
That's exactly how we trap it. When Leviathan awakens, it won't distinguish. It will devour all frequencies blindly. If I offer my humanity, I'll become an anchor, give form to formlessness, and trap its frequency in one place. And if it's now hiding in the Dark Tide, I know you have a way of sending my humanity into it, right?
And I suppose you know the cost.
I do. But I have faith in those who strive to protect this land. In him. And in you. The Dark Tide can't read either one of our minds. Only we can do this. Discord Slayer, let me be your first bullet. Fire me into Leviathan's heart.
When the time comes, I'll kill you in front of them. To convince Leviathan of your necessary death.
Then I shall leave the rest to you. Thank you for choosing to be misunderstood, hated, and for putting your life at risk. Thank you for your resolve, Discord Slayer.
With the Sentinel's Sword of Divinity, we split her godhood from her humanity, leaving the divine within her. Then, I fired the Dark Tide bullet to consume her frequency and send her humanity into the Dark Tide.
Deine Darbietung war das Solaris Filmfest, würdig.
Leviathan can't truly distinguish the signals it receives. It's blinded by what people believe. By tricking the one closest to the Blessed Maiden into accepting her death, we lowered its guard. Now that Kartetia has trapped its frequency, all that's left is to gather strength, reach the Paradise, and finish Leviathan.
Zuversichtlich bist du, den Threnodian zur Strecke zu bringen.
Even I'm not arrogant enough to think I can take the Threnodian by myself. No apocalypse is ever stopped by a lone hero. It's always a difficult struggle, fought by countless lives. In this hunt, my part is to clear the way while the others prepare, set the aim, and fire the first shot.
Und du glaubst, uns allein in die dunkle Flut, dass alle in die dunkle Flut folgen werden? Haben sie doch gesagt, Alter. Tu doch jetzt nicht so.
Maybe I'm gambling. People freeze up facing the end. Fear takes hold. Even those brave enough don't always get that blessing of fate. But if there's even the slightest chance to stop a disaster, I'll take it. Even if I stand alone. All I need to know is that when I drained the last drop from my glass, I had the guts to pull the trigger. Worst case, I stay trapped in the dark tide, holding Leviathan back a little longer. That's the price I'll pay. But I think I bet on the right people.
Some of us might use the word trust.
I can sense Augusta's anchorstone. It lies beyond this well in the deeper realm of the dark tide. But the deeper we go, the stronger Leviathan's mental interference will be. Here, wear this.
Lange Fingernägel? Ein Maßband?
This cassette tape is a rare find from Lohai Roy. It preserves your most innate frequency. Perfect for what's ahead. I don't know how it works, but it's a good time for music, wouldn't you say?
Was?
Does the song have a name?
They're usually named after the one who recorded them.
So, your real name is...
I'll tell you when this is all over. Call it a promise. A promise that we both make it back in one piece. If you're ready, let's go.
Okay.
You know how to use the Sentinel's original power, don't you? Then change the world if something gets in your way.
Oh, das war, glaube ich, zu spät.
Why are there so many enemies here?
Leviathan's kindred. It created them itself. Nothing more than empty husks.
What should we do? Should we avoid them?
No. Slay them all.
Yeah, you'd say that.
Bam! They need no mercy. Their rest awaits. Fight fire.
Swift and resolute.
You will obey.
Weil er wechselt auch immer, wie er gerade Lust und Laune hat, seine Elemente durch.
More big flames. Devour.
Swift and resolute. One with the sounds.
Gotcha. Lock on. I've come to send you to your grave.
Fresh face.
Behave now. Ha! Ha! The flames are on.
Swift and resolute. Down curtain. obey.
Another mortar thrown at us. Oh, bring it on. This song is about to hit the chorus. By my trigger. Enter Hell's Gate.
Scorched to
It's over.
Some faint melodies disrupted the rhythm. Try switching worlds. Finally, we've arrived. The true gateway to hell.
War schon irgendwie cool.
Shining with your love, we stand united in devotion. With hearts full of joyous loyalty, we rise from the sea, guided by your light.
The dead grow tongues and sing praise day and night. That's what's become of those consumed by the dark tide. If the journeying paradise reaches our world, everyone in Rinascita will suffer the same fate.
Ha! Look at them, lining up to flatter their divinity, groveling for its grace. Without Leviathan's wisdom, feeble minds like theirs are fit only to be devoured.
Ceaseless worship, stripped of meaning or soul. From this shore to the next. From paradise back to our world.
All to gather more believers, to be drawn into paradise's maw.
Even with the tape's help, we can't stay exposed to these hymns for too long. Chimera.
I don't take your orders. Silence, wretched souls! There is no place for you in paradise. Burn in your ruin, and rot in hell.
Seems Chimera still commands some authority here.
Coming back here feels like coming home. By blood, they ought to call me Forefather. Leviathan was right about one thing. Fear is the most ancient and enduring truth in all living things.
Ja, fressen wir ihn jetzt? Nee. Der Style erinnert mich ein bisschen an Ding. An Elden Ring oder beziehungsweise an Dark Souls Games.
We're here again.
The Styx Lake. A myth once whispered in Septimont, now carved into reality by Leviathan. Those touched by the tidespawn often begin to see things. Hallucinations. And this lake is usually the first they find. Anger, sorrow, pain. Leviathan reads the depths of our hearts. And from them, it births this river of memory. What you see here is a part of you. The river mirrors what you fear most.
That's why I saw those terrible visions. But why were you there too?
My mind can walk between reality and the dark tide. I've crossed this lake many times, trying to guide the lost home. Oftentimes it isn't hell that people fear. They fear fear itself, and that creates hell.
Schau nicht zurück.
Live to hunt.
Warum sind die eigentlich alle so deprimiert? Verwirrte Stele?
There. Do you see it? At the edge of this underworld. That's the journeying paradise.
Through me, walk the path of glorious ascension. Through me, enter the city of eternal bliss.
No matter how Leviathan dresses it up, can't hide the truth. It's a liar, twisting souls and selling a paradise of lies.
This lake, it's not quite like how I remembered it.
The Styx Lake, a place where all souls meet. Some call it by another name, Main's Deep. Leviathan reshaped it through the dark tide, turning it into a furnace where souls are melted down and reforged.
A crude imitation of the Sentinel's way of giving form to remnant creatures. But Leviathan takes the souls devoured by the dark tide and forges them into its obedient kindreds.
Scheint nostalgisch zu sein.
Nostalgic? No. What I carry is rage. A rage for vengeance.
This is where Chimera was born.
Chimera eigentlich.
Do you mean me or us?
Nein, schon direkt dich, also.
Born from the fury that courses through the earth, rage cast my spine, and slaughter forged my chest.
Ist doch alles gelogen, du bist nur ein scheiß Kopf, Alter, der rumfliegt. Wo ist denn deine Wirbelsäule?
I've torn through countless souls, rained fire on fields, slept to the wails of 1,000 dying cries. They remember me as Nemean, the name of the land I reduced to ruins, a name forever seared into their hearts with terror. But Leviathan, its treachery dragged me into the dark tide. It twisted my frequency and forced me into an abominable union with the frail goat and pathetic serpent. We were merged into one. Since then, our frequencies gnaw and rend at one another, torment without end. The agony wrought by its will, I shall repay tenfold, carving bone, feasting on marrow, until nothing remains.
Scheint ein sehr mächtiges Wesen gewesen zu sein.
Chimera was Leviathan's first tidespawn, created by fusing the frequencies of 3 powerful tacit discords, the first of its kindred. Don't expect nobility from him. He has the gift of wisdom, but at his core, he's still a tacit discord driven by instinct. A destroyer in life, a prisoner of vengeance in death. That vengeance is what broke Leviathan's leash. For now our goals align, and that's likely why he's willing to listen this time. These human frequencies, they're trapped in the Dark Tide's corruption, still clinging to their last shreds of will. Leviathan can do nothing but trap them here and torture them with the pain it's harvested. That alone is reason enough to slay it.
We in Leviathan, we set them free.
Exactly. Look, the anchor stone Augusta placed is just across the lake.
Können wir ihn überfliegen?
No. The waters are dark with corruption. Trying to cross would only rouse the dark tide.
Wretched souls.
Wow, echt, Alter.
Abandon all yearning for the light of paradise. I come not to save, but to ferry thee to the far shore, into the underworld of hell, into frost and flame. As for you, the living have no place upon this river. Turn back. Seek another crossing. Leave this place, and be not consorts of the dead.
Der Fährmann ist Italiener. Siehst du außer uns noch jemand anderen? Spürst du irgendwas Seltsames an ihm? Ist der eine Schöpfung des Leviathans?
Beholder finds no anomaly. Long staff, eyes like burning coals. If Leviathan based this underworld on the old tales of Septimont, then this must be Charon, the ferryman of the dead. Its made-up characters only mechanically follow their scripted roles. Hand me that lantern-shaped terminal. I'll handle this.
Whence comes your pride that you would defy my word?
We come by the highest will's command. By divine pardon, we shall cross to honor the dead and to return hope to the living.
Bitte bring uns hinüber.
A vessel for the dead bears not the weight of the living. If you would cross, cast off the riches and honors of your former days.
The old stories say Charon favors gold and jewels. If the living seek passage, they must offer a fortune deemed worthy.
Was ich mich immer gefragt habe, was er damit macht. Ich meine, hat er irgendwo eine Hütte oder eine Villa oder so? Weißt du, wenn er zwischen den Arbeitszeiten lässt es sich gut gehen, Alter, weil er von jedem Toten irgendwas kassiert? Hier 3,50.
The accursed sure awaits all who fear not divinity. If your heart harbors unfinished desires, and you fear not death, then come, step aboard.
Thaler wird bestimmt gleich wieder im Casino investieren. Wahrscheinlich, Alter, der zockt über den Spielhallen die ganze Zeit.
We have arrived.
Ich will ehrlich sein, das ist eine Szene, die es jetzt eigentlich in meiner Meinung nicht gebraucht hätte.
Surprisingly smooth.
I had the beholder on him the whole time. My instincts keep telling me something's off. We'd better stay sharp. The anchor stone is just ahead. Let's go activate it. Its energy has been reshaped by the dark tide. We'll need the Sentinel's power to purify it before activation.
Wobei es trotzdem irgendwie lustig war, dass der aufgedruckt ist.
Give trapped prey.
Satisfy my
Swift and resolute.
None shall whisper.
Speak of the devil. The hunter finds their prey.
Ist das der Ankerstein? Ja, schaut schon irgendwie cool aus. Hau rein!
It's done. The terminal's comms should be restored. Let's contact Augusta.
Mayday, Mayday.
Yes, we saw it. The anchor stone has been activated. Sooner than expected.
My family's potions are ready. But please, a word. It's been crafted from the Threnodian's venom. Outside the corruption's reach, it induces hallucinations, warping your senses and clouding judgment. If you aren't immediately entering the dark tide, I advise you all not to drink it.
Ground defenses are holding. And no major fluctuations in the dark tide for now. Everyone.
Wait! An intense frequency suddenly. It's moving towards the Western Front.
Oh, Frexit. Oh, das ist der eine Bastard, oder?
Is this the best the mighty gladiators of Septimont can offer? Grand finale deserves grandeur. How can such a dull act satisfy the audience? Oh, yes! Now this is a scene fit for the final act.
Blades do not discriminate. Leave. This one's mine.
Oh, has Huanglong fallen so low, they now send a blind man to die?
Prisoner Scar of Jinzhou. Surrender now. One strike is all it would take to end you. Surrender, and you may be spared pain.
Oh, in an epic play such as this, I refuse an early exit.
My orders were to bring you back, dead or alive. I never planned on bringing you back alive. Your head belongs belongs to me.
Wo war der Typ damals, wo man gebraucht hat? Warte mal, was?
Defender of Wanglong. Beneath the dark tide. It stirs.
Eine Info wäre vielleicht cool gewesen. Ich dachte, jetzt geht's wieder zurück zu den anderen.
Hope will be swept away.
You talk too much. Nothing won't heal.
Aua.
Interesting. Behold this boy. Off with you. Mandate calls. Judgment falls. Behold this boy.
Oh, der hat ja gar keine Chance, Alter.
All this time, your eyes fixed on the tide. Never once did you see the threat in the sky. Annihilation. Right on time!
Hä? Ist sie nicht vor 3 oder 4 Kapiteln hochgegangen?
The connection was cut off.
The Fraxidus really sent 2 overseers at once.
Wussten sie von unserem Plan?
For Lova and Scar, their appearance was too well timed. Like they knew our strategy all along. Meanwhile, Cristoforo's just biding his time in the shadows. This must be just the beginning. No matter. The dark tide was just unleashed because of the Fraxidus' interference. And everyone there. They didn't even take the potion before it swallowed them.
Trust them. Their will is stronger than the corruption.
The Anchor Stone has been activated. It will guide them through the dark tide.
Watch out!
Fret not. Soon you and your companions shall reunite in the boundless embrace of eternal night. Your journey ends here. What is writ by fate shall not be swayed.
The Fraxidus must think highly of us. Even you're here. No wonder the Beholder couldn't read your frequency. It can't pierce something as ancient as the concept of death.
Wer ist der wirklich?
I've seen many who can use their forte to mimic or create, but to perfectly replicate another's frequency and even forge an entirely new body. There's only one person who can do that. The thousand-faced survivor. The grand architect of the Fraxidus, Schwarzlock. But I doubt that's your real name, huh?
Ja, eigentlich heißt es Arschloch.
The children have toiled to create this grand spectacle and bend apart for me. How could I deny their goodwill? I have slumbered in shadow for too long. This old vessel yearns to stir.
So überhaupt das Fraxidus erscheint also höchstpersönlich. Du musst viel Zeit damit verbracht haben, diese Zahlen auswendig zu hören.
Time hath long since lost all meaning. I have dwelt in this world for far, far too long. The path of return is barred by the Styx lake. The waystone was shattered by my own hand. Stay here, and I shall see you unharmed.
You ferried us across only to bar the return. Well played. The answer is plain to see.
Ein bisschen weiter vorwärts, es gibt keinen Weg zurück, wir werden den Wegstein sein. Die Wegsteine sein.
No one is going to stand in our way.
Wurde mir die Story erklärt, dass sie nicht ausgehen kann. Ja, nicht ganz, aber sie war doch in der Welt.
Balance is not mine to seek. Yet the role I am given is clear. To hold the one who would end Leviathan here.
Leave him to me. Go. Knock upon the gates of paradise, and let its bells toll through the dark to guide their way.
Sei vorsichtig.
I'll find a way. Once it's done, I'll catch up. Remember our promise? So long as one of us reaches paradise, hope lives on. Go!
Very well. Cabrera, let us see how far you have come since that day.
Looks like it's just the two of us now, Rover.
We can't give up. Not as long as there's hope.
Right. I'll fight by your side till the end. Look! The path to paradise is just ahead. We push through them. We're almost there. We'll make it.
Bad timing. Checkmate. Shadow descends. Dark Tide's influence is getting stronger. Are you alright, Abby?
Yeah, no worries.
Okay. I'll make it quick.
Vor allem wurde nicht von der Frau Rover auch gesagt, dass ihre Flachse das eigentlich am Arsch vorbei und wird sie so, okay, bin doch wieder dabei.
Leave more enemies.
The journey in paradise is just ahead.
Shadow follows. Be gone. Abby's frequency is weakening. I can barely sense it.
Stop yapping. So dizzy.
Leviathan's whispers.
Come up. Come up.
These voices.
Nothing left. We're buried in ruins. Monte Elisa.
tried to protect, but I failed them.
Naja, du müsstest das Schild halt auch hinten halten. Ja, ist schon fies, die Charaktere so zu sehen.
Maybe this is how it ends for the Forsaken. We all become its puppets.
No one answered my prayers, but my faith was always true. Please, my souls, don't punish me. Can't hear them. Where did they go?
My head! It hurts! Can't take it. I'm sorry.
Abby!
Oh, vergiftet.
Should die on the battlefield.
Das sind schon fiese Sachen, ne?
My warriors. A ruler who stands alone is meaningless.
To disappear again. This time, for nothing.
Enough!
Knocking on Heaven's Gate, wow. Der Name.
Welcome, Rover. A pleasure to see you again.
Ja, das ist aber nur auf deiner Seite, Alter. Dich wollte ich eigentlich gar nicht mehr sehen.
Oh, no need to rush toward the abyss in such haste. Please, take your time to enjoy this interlude before the story meets its climax.
Deine Theatralik interessiert mich nicht.
Did Ovidius's story stir sorrow and anger in your heart? By now, you must have realized that Rinascita's fate was forged by the Sentinel. With that truth exposed, have you ever suspected that humanity's fate could also be the design of a higher being? A girl, born into a land ravaged by war. Tell me, why was she fated to stand against the divine and endure a second suffering? And that one born of Sonoro itself, designed to serve as the core of a hollow system? Who scripts such destinies? Who appoints such suffering? If fate cannot grant equal grace to all, if it cannot offer each soul a just and rightful end, then perhaps it is we who must tear the old script and become the authors of a new one.
Ah, ihr wollt Gott spielen.
no matter how noble your reason may sound. The crimes you've committed in Rinascita are far too great to ever be forgiven.
Oh, I care little for my own fate. I am but a small footnote in this grand repertoire. One day, my role too will end. And if that finale serves to bring the curtain down with perfection and grandeur, I'll gladly add it to the script. However, my moment on stage is yet to come. The spotlight now belongs to the people of Rinascita.
You wrote Avidius and all of Rinascita into a tragedy, just to prove a point. You speak of divinities with disdain, but the moment you took up that quill, you became no different. I don't trust you, or the quill in your hands.
Certainly. I do believe there is someone more worthy than I to wield it. We've invited you before, many times. Should you choose to accept, you would be the one to hold that quill.
Niemand hat das Recht, Schicksale anderer zu diktieren.
Unbound by Rinascita's fate, and still you descend into the abyss alone, to aid in their defiance of fate. Aren't you merely playing the role of savior? I know you bear a power not of this world. It grants you a courage that borders on folly. But even so, Overthrax's power lies dormant within Abby. A Threnodian's essence is one and the same. Should two such frequencies ever collide, Leviathan could use the dark tide to possess Abby, merge with Overthrax, and eventually complete its rebirth.
I'm alright, Rover.
You've never questioned what Abby is, have you? Never paused to wonder why it grows dizzy each time it absorbs the dark tide. You do already know what the dark tide really is. Perhaps once Abby merges with Leviathan, it will recall what it once was and find its true self. If that's the risk you're prepared to take, I suppose I can revise my script accordingly.
Ich war also die ganze Zeit dein Ziel. Oh, dieses Grinsen.
Leviathan has long sought its harbinger, but you weren't its first choice. That role was meant for Augusta, Septimon's current ephor. The paradise should have descended as I had written. Yet, the priestess's arrow, fired at the cost of her very existence, sent the story veering off script. Still, any script worth its ink must be able to adapt. Just a few careful strokes and we found the perfect protagonist to bear the mantle of despair. We knew your plan from the beginning. Now your companions are lost to the dark tide, adrift with no anchor in sight, fated to sink endlessly into the depths. As for Cartathea, the divinity that granted her a second life is dead. Do you truly believe her humanity alone can stand against Leviathan?
Ich glaube an alle von ihnen genauso wie sie an mich glauben.
Yes. Hope amid hardship makes a finer tale than one of aimless doubt. The audience always favors stories steeped in distress, struggle, and ruin. Alas, this interlude must end here. Leviathan stirs from its slumber, and with its wrath comes its gospel. Now then, show me. Show me that humanity can rise against the divine. Prove your will is your own. Prove you are worthy to pen your own fate. But if humanity cannot cross the threshold of the divine, then we shall be the ones to right its fate instead. Life is but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets their hour upon the stage. And then, in the blink of a moment, is heard no more.
I believe in them, just as they believe in me.
Das ist aber lange für den Satz gebraucht, den ich vorhin ausgewählt habe.
Of course, you've always been the protagonist of our play. But what if the one we speak of, the one meant to end Leviathan, is not you?
What? So your true target is...
A special scene between her and our grand architect must not be disturbed. But now take a brief rest. The stage is nearly set for your finale.
Er lässt sich immer zu leicht verarschen, Alter. Kurz zuvor am Stick sehen.
So, I was your true target all along.
Indeed. Another stalemate awaited him. And you, the Revenant returned from the dark tide. You are the one chosen to end Leviathan in our script. I know the power you wield. Left unchecked, it unravels the fabric of our play. Yet I confess, Galbrena, your growth hath far outstripped what I foresaw. How many tacit discords have you devoured to stand here now?
Do you count how many gemberries you've eaten in your life? For one with a lifespan like yours, surely you know more than most. So go on, take a guess.
You risked all to save those who share no bond with you. To choose to protect is one thing, but to do so wielding power not born of mankind, that you should never have done. You must have felt it. The cold stares of those you saved. No gratitude. Only fear for that which they cannot understand.
So what? I chose this path, and I'll follow it.
Your frequency now intertwines with the tacit discords. The moment you crossed that threshold, the mortal world ceased to be your home. My offer still stands. Join the Fraxidus. You too have crossed the veil that parts life and death. Among us, you shall find haven.
Ever since I got these wings, I found freedom in the open sky. I don't need a haven or titles to cage me. I am what I choose to be.
Should you crave power, we shall grant it. Even that of the Threnodian. Should you seek to help, we shall guide mankind toward the future beyond all comprehension.
Sounds like something a hypocrite would say.
Mortal sight is too narrow to fathom our path.
So, you think you stand above humanity, huh? Whatever. I don't give a damn about you or your grand ideals. I only need one reason to take you down. You're in my way.
The tacit discords within you are gone. Now, tell me, what remains of you?
I've heard enough of this crap. You hide behind borrowed faces. But me, I've never once doubted who I am. I've risen from blood and inferno 1,000 times. Faced the monsters that lined up to devour me, and fought back without mercy. I broke Harpia's razor wings and tore out Balor's demon eye. Not even Dalahan's iron hooves could bring me to my knees. The dark tide cursed me long ago. I should have been dead, but here I stand. And you think one of your clones can stop me?
Still clinging to hope. Sharp tongue may spark your courage, but it shall not change your end. And so be it. Forsake all hope of ever beholding paradise. I shall guide you to the Amet's shore, into eternal darkness.
We're already there, Schwarzloch. This blood, it should be enough. My flames could never reach you before, but now it's time you pay for your actions. The hunt begins. May the flames light your way home.
Oh, Gott sei Dank hat sie einen Plan gehabt, Alter. Aber ich wollte schon sagen, ey. Was war denn das jetzt, ey? Jedes Mal...
You never cease to surprise.
Jedes Mal große Ansprache, eine Attacke wieder am Boden. Alter, das wird verlangsam echt peinlich, ey. Okay. Sie hat's dem ziemlich gezeigt, das ist doch schon mal cool.
And here I thought you knew me well. A good hunter turns nature to her advantage. Or did you misunderstand? I didn't become strong because of any of you. I was strong. That's how I broke you.
I wasn't referring to that. I was surprised to see the spirits rise at your command, forming as Cetus, the Tidebreaker.
I didn't command them. They chose it of their own will. When disaster strikes, humans unite. A hollow being like you wouldn't understand.
Even if you absorb the corruption in their frequencies, it will not last. That Charon is but one mask the Grand Architect wears.
I know. That's why we have to move and find him.
There was a battle near the Journeying Paradise. Its aftershock blocked the main path. Which way do we go?
Left. It's a shortcut.
There is no path on the left.
Then I'll carve one out myself.
Das ist jetzt schon wieder. Vision des Beobachters. Galvena ist in die Vision des Beobachters eingetreten, wodurch sie Schwachstellen und Lücke erkennen kann. Die Federklinge mit der Macht des Schattendämons. Wenn sie den Punkt der Ziel eine Klinge wirft, kann man sich sofort dorthin bewegen.
Leviathan's presence is growing stronger. Flamewing won't last much longer in the air. The Beholder's mark is prey-marked. Time to end it in one shot. I'll use the feather blade to weave through them while shooting. That will speed things. Chimera! Tear the space apart!
Okay, das wirkt irgendwie sehr eigenartig, aber auch irgendwie ganz cool.
Those ice waves, stay dead forever. Move aside.
Sweet, sweet slaughter. I shall feast to my heart's content.
Stay sharp. Set to die.
Mit dem Moment des Weltenwechsels im Abschlussangriff auszulösen.
I'll kick the gates of hell open myself.
Slow down. I must savor the exquisite taste of their agony.
Through here. Judgment's come. I'm here to bury you myself. Almost there.
Ist da, wo der Rover einstürzt ist, oder? Ne, das ist die andere Stelle. Wo wir rein sind.
Rover!
You are too late. The purest dark tide has swallowed him, and the stairway to the paradise lies in ruins. Run all you like. Your chance to save him is already lost. Such is the nature of fate.
If I believed in fate, I wouldn't have made it this far.
You think that little flame can burn this dark tide? You drown in delusion.
I know it's not enough. What if I add some of this?
You intend to unleash the tacit discords within you. Those savage frequencies alone will destroy you before the dark tide even gets a chance.
I tamed them once. I can do it again. It's just a matter of what I'm willing to lose. If saving him means we still have a shot at taking down Leviathan, I'll risk it all. My will. My everything.
Lunatic!
Let's see whose fire burns hotter. Don't tell me you're getting cold feet now.
Everything you have fought to keep will burn to ash.
Then let it burn! Time to make a choice again. Hunt with me, or die with me. If you still want to see Leviathan destroyed with your own eyes, this is your final chance. Either way, I've already made my choice.
I called on you time and again to unleash your true power. And now, of all things, this is what gets through to you.
Der arme Rover, schön knusprig, bitte. Ja.
You would risk everything for a sliver of hope.
I would, no matter the cost.
Just as I foresaw, she arrives to save you from the abyss. A fleeting spark, kindled by all she once had, burning for a hopeless stand against the furious tide. What awaits you is your end. Now, roving outlander, don that exquisite mantle once more, and step onto the deserted stage you are destined to face.
How much time has passed? No path to take. Nowhere to go.
Yep.
Wait. What's that ahead?
Du kannst mir aufhören, ständig in irgendwelche Fallen zu rennen. Grab schnell den schwachen Edelstein, bitte. Vor dir versammeln sich zahllose blasse Lichter und vereinen sich zu einer alten Stele, die in Würde voller Stille steht. Du streckst die Hand aus und berührst mit den Fingern die Oberfläche. An ihrem Fuß wird ein Schriftzeichen sichtbar. Hier ruht Carlotta Montelli. Schon wieder.
Death is a divine gift bestowed upon humanity. Those you cherish now, a lucky few had their names carved into this ancient stone. But far more, those who once stood by your side you've already let slip away. Like raindrops into the sea. Lost to the depths. One day, even this stele will follow. Swallowed by the tide of your fading memory. Just like the rest.
I will not forget them.
You've changed from who you once were. Still stubborn, as always. But now, you fear losing what you have. And that has made you weak.
Müssen wir das jetzt wirklich alle 5 Minuten jetzt durchmachen, dass wieder irgendwer verreckt? Cantarella Fission.
Go on then. Your destination lies just ahead. When the bustling stage quiets, All who played a part in your fate will take their leave. Only you remain for the final bow. From beginning to end, you've always walked alone. That is the truth you cannot escape. Abby's condition was written into our script long ago. Even if you strike Leviathan down, Abby can no longer serve as the vessel to seal Leviathan's essence. Only one variable slipped past our design. Her. The Revenant returned from the dark tide. She could have bridged your failing forces and brought Leviathan to its end. But the moment she gave up, your downfall was written. Hope scattered like ash. Oh, harbinger of the dark tide. You can save no one. What follows in your wake is ruin, and ruin alone.
Nein, das ist nicht das Ende.
Oh, not fond of how the story ends, are we? Well, fortunately, you are not like the rest. Your fate rises above the masses. You still hold the power to choose. You always wanted to be the savior. Now that chance lies before you. The one you've known was coming all along.
Shut up, you noisy pest. You don't buy his nonsense, do you?
Galbrina, bist du das?
In the flesh. Took a few tricks, but I made it in.
Die Stimme sagt, dies sei die Wahrheit, der ich nicht entfliehen kann. Wo sind wir hier?
This is your mindscape. Leviathan drew it from the deepest layers of your mind, using the purest frequency of the dark tide. Everyone has a mindscape. Some say when countless seas of consciousness flow together, they make the essence of Solaris. I've seen many places, but nothing quite like this. It must mean a lot to you.
Ich glaube schon, hat hier alles für mich begonnen.
But I saw Carlotta, Brant, everyone. And you. You were all just like in that illusion I had before.
Leviathan preyed on your deepest fear of losing the ones you care about, and turned it into these gravestones. The ones who seem the strongest often fear loss the most. That's how Leviathan slips in, by exposing our pain to the light. If you let it take hold, you'll never break free. In the end, your mind and body will be devoured, dismantled, reshaped, and assimilated. It's no better than death. So, you could say this place hangs between life and death. Your friends are here too, each of them fighting their own demons. But can you feel this?
Yes. It's warm and real.
There. Look up. When I hunt, I often travel through the night. The darkness is thick, but faint stars hang above to guide me. But those stars don't shine for me. Long before I even looked up, they'd already been watching over the sky. Leviathan has underestimated human resolve. To me, these gravestones, they're signposts left by the living for those still fighting. Like stars destined to burn out, They refuse to stop shining until the very end. There's always someone in the dark, giving their life to light the way and pass hope to those who follow. That's why you and I, we don't stop moving forward. Sometimes, all it takes is the first step. That's enough to light the way for others. And maybe...
Die Geschichte war nie nur meine eigene. Sondern die Geschichte von ein paar Typen und unzähligen Frauen.
I don't know your past, but I do know the future you want isn't one of death. Being scared of losing someone just means you're human. But the people you love, the ones who love you back, they'd never let you face the end alone. This isn't where it ends. If you want the path to open, remember all the people you helped anchor to a future. Now, it's time to anchor yourself. But before that, take a look behind you.
Oh, warte mal, ist das nicht der Stein? Jetzt fällt's mir erst auf, Alter, wo wir am Anfang
You've
kommen.
come a long way, changed a lot of lives. That's your past, but it's also your strength. So use it. Hope is still out there, waiting for you.
Dieser Weg liegt direkt vor mir. Ja, da liegt ein Stein im Weg.
Take this spark with you. Take the step through darkness into the light. No, we will be right behind you.
New allies born from the perils of the high seas.
Good people
What
have
better
their
way
wishes
to begin an
fulfilled.
epic
Heroes appear in a time of crisis. Justice triumphs over evil, and united friends are under
The Codex reminds us, it is not the lighthouse that guides us through the storm to safety, but our own eyes.
The difference, though, is that you are a blade. A weapon that can
Like
break
I said, we seize control. Music itself holds no emotion. It's the heart that grants it meaning.
A person of true character should never be defined by an inanimate blade.
Even if one day you meet defeat, remember this. Those you've helped will never let you face it alone.
I've been thinking. Our final fate might already be written, but how we walk that path is up to us. We as humans are meant to carve.
A civilization's glory is forged by generations of brave souls.
The waves of destruction shall never cease.
Mankind will not be
The
oppressed.
power to ride our fate has always been ours. Even without guidance, even when divinity falls silent, civilization will find its own way.
You have no role in Rinascita's destiny.
Ja, das sind ja noch zwei Spackos. Was will das? Das ist Ska und die Frau Rover, da.
We carry the Dark Tide's memories.
We command both light and shadow! Did you really think you could stand against us alone?
Steel yourself. Defy the prophecy. Rise above fate again. If the road ahead is dark, then let the soul
be the spark that lights the night.
Well said. You are not alone, because we are here with you.
Okay, das war schon irgendwie cool. Aber war auch so dieses Klischee-Ding, ne? Wo dann alle zusammenkommen.
Where the dark night ends, lies the blazing sun. We all made it, Rover.
Hat irgendein Gabrina gesehen? Ich würde hoffen, Klagedrache.
Don't worry, it's just a scratch. Glad to see you're all right. As for that grand architect, the spirits will guide him to the other shore.
Geht's dir wirklich gut?
She burned her own life force to help you. Only by overclocking was she able to break through the dark tide's illusion. Her true forte has always been inside her. And as her blazing will became overclocked flames that seared away the corruption of the tacit discords and the dark tide, I took on some of the cost of her overclocking. I admit her insolent gamble paid off again.
She saved me, but you saved her.
Maybe it wasn't really a gamble this time. I knew you wouldn't stand by and let me die.
Then slay Leviathan and prove I was right about you.
Wo ist der Rest von dem Haufen?
Finally you recognize me, Augusta? I almost didn't. You've changed a lot. But the warmth in that resonance ability, that I could never forget. Glad to see we both stayed true to who we are. But we can catch up later. For now, how did you all make it here? Just as we were about to take the potion and enter the dark tide, the Fraxidus triggered its surge. Leviathan pulled us into its illusion.
But the echoes swallowed by the dark tide protected us. They bought us the time we needed to drink it.
Of Rinascita can sense human frequencies. When we reach out in hope, they answer us with hope.
But even with their help and the potion, we're still far from our goal. We fought through the illusions, but we still need an anchor to open a path to the journeying paradise.
I have an idea. If Leviathan found its anchor of reality to summon the Tidespawn into our world,
we follow suit and find an anchor of hope to find a way out of the world of the dark tide.
And who better for that than you, Rover?
Even in the depths of despair, you held on to hope. That unwavering faith makes you worthy of being our anchor of hope.
And the unbreakable tether we share is what led us to you.
Ich werde euch nicht enttäuscht, ich bin bei euch allen hier.
The dark tide showed us your memories. We know that Kartithia planned her own death to plant humanity into Leviathan.
Her mind is asleep inside Leviathan's anchored body. If we can wake her, our chances of beating the Threnodian will grow. Let Abby rest for now. When the Threnodian falls, use your power to split its essence from the gem, and I'll use my devouring ability to seal it inside me.
So that's the real reason the Phyrexidus was targeting you.
Yes. But now I've got backup. Neither they nor the Threnodian can stop us. Cristoforo thought his script was flawless, but he missed one thing. Even the faintest spark of hope can ignite a blaze when we stand together.
Defeating the Threnodian is what we all seek. That is what unites us here.
Leviathan twisted our memories and emotions into this fake paradise, hoping we'd surrender to its will and let it harvest our civilization.
But now, the fate it's forced upon us is ours to shatter.
Gemeinsam werden wir Leviathan zu Fall bringen. Los, ziehen wir alle gemeinsam in die Schlacht.
As long as we hold on to our shared faith and hope, Leviathan will never win.
It's time to break open the gate and burn this false paradise to the ground.
Ich meine, die Texte sind immer cool, aber ich denke mir da jedes Mal so, habt ihr echt so viel Zeit, Alter? Weil gehört dazu, ne? Also
That's the Threnodian's chrysalis, Leviathan's gestation pod. It's expanding the rift, bleeding into our world. Temporal distortions! Watch out!
Ich habe 3 Stunden gespielt und wär's mit der Pause. Ich werde jetzt einfach aufhören, ne?
They thought dividing us would make us easy prey.
Didn't have thought wrong.
Everyone, pay attention to those cocoons summoning monsters.
All cocoons cleared on my side. How's it looking for you?
Mission accomplished, Captain.
Quickly and swiftly.
Child's play. We handled it ages ago, obviously.
Let the flames roar.
Schön, dass das Spiel eine lange Story schon geht, ja. Das war auch noch, was steht jetzt da oben?
Careful. The platform is collapsing now that the cocoons are gone.
Lorelei?
She just stabilized the distortion. Let's move.
What about the others?
We're good! The Lioness of Glory caught us! What a sight to behold! The Dragon of Dirge lent its aid as well.
All right. Let's all meet up ahead.
Mortals must seek salvation. Mortals must follow a uniform creed. Now, Righteous One, open the gate to ascension.
You are not her. Reveal yourself, Leviathan.
I am the beginning and the end, the first breath and the final sigh. I have ever been Rinascita's sole divinity. By my gospel alone didst thou arise, united and reborn. And now thou dare lift thy hand against me. Fleur-de-lis, once more the crown is thine. Return to my embrace. Now, faithless heretics, kneel and receive thy judgment.
Die einzige, was ich jetzt den ganzen Haufen gesehen habe, war die Juno hinten links, Alter, mit ihrem riesigen Artilleriebogen, Alter.
Now the power of separation is mine to wield.
Behave now. Oh. Very well.
Fury begins to stir.
Careful! Stop right there!
So long as we stand, we can still bring Cardafia back.
Ich habe keine Ahnung, was abgeht, Alter.
Hopefully this helps.
Begins to stir. I am the beginning, and
You are safe with me.
shall
Your
be
turn, Augusta!
My blade calls! Fight fire with fire. I've come to send you to your grave.
a fresh face.
Wind cold, waves follow.
Speak of the devil.
Big blades.
Wind rises.
My paradise shall come.
Bad timing.
Annihilation.
Wind howls.
Unfettered by bounds.
Wo ist die alte schon wieder?
Well, that's unexpected.
Is this supposed to be a mockery?
Machen die anderen jetzt eigentlich mit, oder?
Behave now. Ha!
Wind cold, waves follow. The wicked.
Gotcha.
Oneness.
Ridiculous imitation! Disgraceful!
Ich wollte gerade sagen, die hat doch jetzt der Junior im Boden gehabt, Alter.
Ever's swordplay! And even my slaves! Oh, filthy thief!
Super, wie sie sich aufregt, Alter, du Scheiße.
To send you to your grave.
A fresh face.
No passing.
Stand tall. Your captain's got your back.
Not while I'm watching.
Waves rise. Judgment strikes.
Hear my decree. Fleur-de-lis. Youth.
Oh, jetzt hat sie sich selber angegriffen.
Rover, now!
frequencies.
I'll handle it.
Thank you, everyone. It worked. I'm back!
Virgilies, wilt thou cast aside thy godhood once more?
I stand here in the name of humanity. If my humanity alone can't sway you, then we will defeat you together.
Thou dare pit mortal will against the divine. When we hold the deepest abyss of despair.
People of Rinascita, please hear my call. Unite with all your will and hope.
Feeble resistance. The fate of Rinascita is mine to decree.
Even the Threnodian's chrysalis turned into a weapon. So you're ready to take a final stand. Ha! Too bad! That won't bring us down!
The light of hope has pierced the dark tide. Leviathan, your doom is inevitable.
My ghost shall resound across the tides for eternity!
Still trying to corrupt us with your whispers.
It's the people of Rinascita. They're singing for us. Even in the depths of despair, the song of hope echoes. Hear it well, Leviathan. This is your requiem.
No matter the suffering, our courage carries us onward. This is the hymn of humanity.
Insolence! My will suffereth no defiance! This is my kingdom!
Every crime you committed will be answered in full!
Our tomorrow isn't yours to shape. No matter how great your power, do not presume to claim our future.
Ich will das nur lesen, ganz viele nebenbei labern. Achso, das ist da links, Alter. Das ist wieder wie angeschaut.
In the name of Imperator, be gone!
My power, my strength!
Your form is shattering, and your fate is sealed.
This time, fate will flow to the future we have anchored.
Watch closely, Leviathan. This is the will of humanity.
Count me in too, Rover!
Charge forth with me.
Let's not get lights out first.
Time to end it once and for all.
Macht das nicht Sinn und ignoriert? Ich verstehe Englisch, ich weiß, was die sagen. Zum Großteil.
Nightmare! Break!
humanity's hopes!
Abraxas! Why hast thou betrayed us?
It's trying to absorb the dark tide!
I'll split the gem from its physical form.
Time to finish this.
Our paths were never truly opposed. One day, they shall cross again. Remember this. We were once your wastelands. Reigns the night. Within it lies the will of every primus of the order, from Napoli the Second to my own resolve and atonement. Let its light banish this final darkness. Rinascita will surely know a lasting dawn.
Okay, war schon cool, Alter. Also so Endsequenzen können sie, also das kann man nicht bestreiten. Also das ist schon sehr geil.
This calamity ends here. For good.
That Primus got what he wanted. He fulfilled the fate he desired for Rinascita. The Threnodians' creatures have been defeated. They never broke through our defenses. With the dark tide now receding, it seems that all is resolved. I only played a small part. It was the courage of these warriors that truly held the line. Now that you have returned safely, I'll continue with my mission.
Scar from the Fraxidus. Did he escape again?
Unfortunately, yes. I see you didn't catch the mastermind either.
That Cristoforo got away. But don't worry, I will hunt him down.
That Fraxidus. The calamity has passed, but our city-states are weakened. We must rebuild, recover. We cannot join this hunt.
Survivors deserve more attention than criminals who deserve to die.
Rest assured, we're not forgetting this transgression.
Thank you, heroes of Rinascita.
Is that Cartathea's voice? Hey! Cartathea! You're welcome!
Oh, I'm back to myself now. Let's meet in Raguna City, righteous one.
Erstmal wieder alle Social
Defeating
Media
Leviathan
checken.
was just the start of Rinascita's new era. There's plenty of cleanup work ahead for everyone.
Each day to come holds more hope than the last.
Septimont will have many matters demanding our attention. Raguna will be no different.
Leave Septimont to us. Raguna's problems, well, they're looking a lot more complicated than ours.
Once everything is settled, will you come home to Septimont City?
I will.
We will meet again, heroes.
Phoebe?
Huh?
Is everything all right? You looked like you were somewhere else just now.
Oh, I was just thinking how the Blessed Maiden's voice sounded just like the heavenly voice during the Carnival. So, I was wondering about the Sentinel's messages we heard before. Was it? Do you think their advice? Consume healthy food, such as the loris salad.
Ja, das war sie. Alter, diese Scheiße mit dem Rechtsding, sonst brauchen sie gar nicht mehr bringen, Alter. Das ist echt komisch. Vor allem, du eine 5 Minuten Sequenz hast und plötzlich ist mittendrin so ein Ding, wo du antworten kannst.
This calamity is past, but now Raguna must face a harsh truth. Primus Finrico gave his life to stop the Dark Tide, and the Sentinel is gone. For the Ragunesi, what fills their hearts now is likely sorrow and uncertainty. But at the same time,
Lady Carlotta, we've finished tallying all our losses. Here's the full report for your review.
Thank you. Secure all salvageable relief supplies first. The remaining personnel should assist the Phasaelians in treating the wounded.
Rosemary has already dispersed the family's medicine in mist form. Thanks to that, treatment has been smoother than expected. The injured will be tended to shortly.
Repairs on the Genesis Nexus are still underway, but some damaged common echoes are already operational again.
Leave the residual dark tide frequencies to me.
All right, crew, come lend a hand.
Wir malen doch so diesen Bilder, Alter.
Pero's got a whole mountain of tools over here. Like this rapid adhesive gun.
Das ist eine Schnellklebepistole. Ich glaube, damit erschieße ich eher jemanden.
If you're having trouble restoring the damaged buildings, Mr. Fulmin and I can help using our fortes. If Imperator were here, they'd be happy to see this.
Ja, da ist er.
Imperator once said, "Let the winds of the past depart. The ships of this new era no longer need their guidance. No longer shall scroll and prophecy bind, but by humanity's will shall a new era be forged."
Wir haben es geschafft, Kathia.
I've now truly returned from the dead.
Blessed Maiden!
Oh, scheiße.
Please, just call me Cardathea. Rinascita's divinity is no more, and with it, the Blessed Maiden chosen by the Divine. Phoebe, your faith in the Sentinel has never wavered, nor has it been blind. It stems not from obedience, but from a deep belief in their deeds and ideals.
Das Ding ist, sie können ja diesen Glauben ja immer noch weiter benutzen. Solange du ihn halt nicht wieder für Scheiße benutzt. Ich meine, du kannst ja diese, wie sagt man immer, diese Gesetze und Vorgaben und keine Ahnung, wie es jetzt ja auch so in der Bibel gibt mit Liebe deinen Nächsten und sonst irgendwas. Das sind ja keine schlechten Sachen. Man soll es bloß nicht missbrauchen.
Imperator once led the displaced to these isles. Yet what allowed the Ragunasi to stand firm upon the sea was not divine favor, but their own efforts. The statue in the city was built in their likeness, but it was the people who gave shape to the faith it stands for. Faith once united us. It was also what drove us to seek liberation. The path of civilization is never fixed. It shifts with what's being demanded at present.
And it's the people of a civilization who decide what they demand.
As it was in the beginning, and ever shall be. Everyone has their tasks to do now, but in the future...
I want you to have this, Phoebe. Imperator entrusted me with this relic. Within it is Rinascita's past. And its future.
Ach, das glaubt wahrscheinlich wieder irgendwer, weil er plötzlich einfach mal so Schnipp macht und das Ding fliegt weg. Ich habe übrigens die Folge, nachdem ich sie hochgeladen habe, nochmal angeschaut. Es hang nicht an seinem Gürtel, sondern es kam aus seiner Jackentasche. Wo die anderen 5 Millionen Gegenstände wahrscheinlich auch sind, die er hat. Aber natürlich konnte er genau diesen einen Gegenstand rausziehen. Ich find's immer noch bescheuert. aber ich wollte es richtig stellen. Ich habe in dem Moment gedacht, das war an seinem Gürtelkängen oder so, aber nee, das kommt so unter seiner Minijacke davor. Macht's nicht besser, dass der Typ einfach Schnipp macht und das Ding fliegt auf ihn.
Future? Oh, but it's empty. Where is the recorded future?
The future is already in your hands.
Klingt nach einem Scam.
I see. Thank you, Rover.
From now on, perhaps I no longer need to hide who I really am.
Ja, du kannst dir bessere Sachen anziehen.
I'll join in rebuilding Raguna too.
Sign me up.
Nachher, als ob du nicht schon wieder die nächste Aufgabe hast, Alter. was geht jetzt? Alles nochmal durchschauen. Das war eine Begleitermission, oder? Oder das habe ich nicht gesehen. Also das nicht. Das ist ein starkes Bild. Solche Bilder gefallen mir am Ende immer. Und jetzt bräuchte man noch so eine Tanzeinlage wie in Somnium-Falls, wo am Ende noch so ein Song kommt.
Disaster recovery in Laguna City is nearly complete. Thank you so much for your help, Rover.
Wir sind schon fertig? Genau das habe ich mir vorhin nämlich gedacht, Alter. Die erzählen da voll, Alter, wir müssen jetzt so viel aufräumen. Das wird dauern, bis die Stadt sich wieder erholt. Und dann so, okay, wenn wir schneller machen, sind wir bis Mittag fertig.
You're welcome. By the way, Phoebe, have you seen Galbrenna?
Miss Galbrenna? When she finished up here, I think I saw her heading to Margarita's restaurant.
Ein weiterer Fußabdruck in der Reise. Ja, war eine coole Story, also da kann ich nichts dagegen sagen, aber wie gesagt, ich fand, dass, wenn ich was Negatives rauspicken müsste, aus dem Abschluss, dann sind es diese ewig langen Arschloch-Dialoge von den Gegnern. Das ist zu viel auf einmal gewesen. Ich meine, ich weiß, du wirst so ein bisschen, du wirst ein bisschen aufbauen, dass du sie hast. Du wirst ein bisschen aufbauen, dass sie böse sind und so. Das alles ein bisschen mysteriös klingen lassen und so. Und wir haben ja alles geplant. Aber das war zu viel auf einmal. Du hast den Christopher oder wie der scheiß Spasti wieder heißt, der labert einen ewig langen Ding vor. Dann wird Rover gefangen. Nein, warte mal. Erstmal hast der dann diesen Sensenmann-Fuzzi. Der labert einen voll. Dann gehst du mit dem Rover weiter. Dann labert der Christopher Haufen voll. Dann labert der Typ der Sensenmann-Fuzzi wieder ewig viel. Dann läufst du wieder hin, dann labert der andere wieder viel, Alter. Wo ich mir denke, Alter, Leute, sowas könnte ein bisschen aufgeteilt und nicht in einer halben Stunde einfach 25 Minuten nur den Gegner labern lassen. Also das war so das, wo ich mir dachte so, Alter, könnt ihr mal die Fresse halten jetzt? Wir wissen, dass ihr so super schlau seid und so super geplant habt. Ansonsten, Rest war cool. Wie gesagt, das Skill ist bloß, dass das nicht, dass die Texte schlecht waren, aber das war zu viel auf einmal. Das ist wie wenn du so sagst, so, okay, wir erzählen jetzt dir alles, was du in 90 Stunden Spiel nicht gefahren hast oder so. Besiege ins Rinascita und Leviathan, verwende die Laterne von Napoli den Zweiten, um dunkle Flut zwischen den Dimensionen zu reisen, geh ins dunkle Reich der Fluten. Bitte das reisende Paradies. Okay, das war's jetzt hier. Aber ich dachte mir halt die ganze Zeit so, wir können die Typen eh schon nicht ausstehen. Du musst sie nicht noch mehr labern lassen, dass wir sie noch weniger, noch mehr hassen. Löse die Krise in Rinascita. Okay, das sind also Standarddinger. Ich dachte, das wäre irgendwas dabei, was vielleicht speziell war oder so. Achso, das ist wieder das da. Das macht mich wahnsinnig. Warum geht das nicht weg? Nee, aber dafür, dass die Entwickler der ersten Region so schnell mit der Story durchgehauen haben, haben sie sich in der zweiten ausgetobt. Ist auch gut gewesen. Deswegen kann man ja auch wirklich sagen, ohne zu übertreiben, die haben in der zweiten Region das Storytelling verbessert. Was aber halt immer noch nach meiner Meinung ein großer Fehler von Wuthering Waves bleibt, die erste Story so zu vermasseln. Die ersten Stories von Gacha Games sind ja jetzt nie der Riesenbringer, muss man sagen. Bringer, ja. Aber Wuthering Waves, hoppala, macht es nach meiner Meinung irgendwie besonders schlecht. Es ist erstens am Anfang viel zu viel Zeug, was du irgendwie hingeknallt kriegst mit Tassetdissonanzen, Sonium und keine Ahnung was nicht für alles für eine Scheiße. Dann hast du so diesen Anfang, der so ein bisschen minimal actionreich ist und dann geht's in die Stadt, dann erfährst du Haufen Scheiß, wo du auch nicht weißt, was eigentlich zur Hölle abgeht. Dann hast du ja hier ein paar Textdinger, hier ein bisschen das, da ein bisschen die Charaktere kennenlernen und sonst irgendwas und dazwischen passiert erstmal gar nichts. Bis du dann ja bis zum Scar kommst. Das ist ja dann schon irgendwie ganz lustig, aber eigentlich auch schon wieder fast zu lang gezogen, die Story mit diesen Lämmern und ach, keine Ahnung, was das nicht alles war. Und dann hast du da ewig viele Diskussionen und Gelaber und Infos und keine Ahnung was, wo du denkst so, what the hell? Und so Zwischendinger ja dann auch und dann kommt so der Schluss, was in Ordnung war. Die Endsequenz war wie immer geil, mit dem Rinascita, mit dem ersten, wo man besiegt und so, aber davor war halt wieder so es ist im ersten ist so viel, im zweiten ist es besser gemacht. Es hat zwar immer noch Missionen, wo ich mir denke, so, es ist ein bisschen zu ausufern vielleicht, aber es sind trotzdem, man macht eigentlich irgendwie trotzdem alles ganz richtig. Aber das dritte soll ja noch besser sein. Also die steigern sich ja scheinbar von Mal zu Mal. Was ja nur gut ist. Ich meine, wir haben ja keine guten Storys. Ich bete bloß dazu, dass sie nicht wieder so eine Scheiße abziehen, wie der Scheiß mit dem Rover. Sorry, Alter, aber das, was wir in der letzten Ding gemacht haben, Alter, mit dem, wo er einfach mit so einer Telekinese-Kraft dann plötzlich diesen Gegenstand aus dem rauszieht, Alter. Das macht mich bis jetzt noch wahnsinnig, Alter, weil das ist für mich so schlecht gemacht, Alter. Ich meine, das wäre so, es hat eigentlich bloß noch gefehlt, dass er so stolpert, so, ups. Und der wichtige Gegenstand, der die Welt in den Händen hält, Alter, fällt auf den Boden. Das ist halt bloß, nur noch das hätte es schlechter machen können, dass er wirklich nur so stolpert und das aus Versehen fallen lässt. Oh, hoppla, genau in den Gegner seine Arme fallen lassen. Ist gut, wenn die sich mit der Story weiterentwickeln. Und arschlange Dialoge. Ja, die Dialoge sind manchmal zu lang, aber das sind Gacha-Games, die machen das alle irgendwie so. Wobei ich bei Wuthering Waves habe ich gemerkt, mir gefallen manchmal Storyteile besser als die wo eigentlich gefeiert werden, weil das mit der Frau Rover ist ja von vielen so gefeiert worden, ich fand das halt überhaupt nicht irgendwie gut. Weil das ist für mich, ich muss aber auch dazu sagen, das ist für mich aber oft so wenn böse Charaktere plötzlich dargestellt werden sollen, wie wenn sie ja gut, die sind halt so geworden, weil das musste ja so sein. Weil die sind ja so schlimm behandelt worden und dies und das. Ich weiß, dass du dann da Trauma und keine Ahnung was nicht alles. Aber es rechtfertigt bei solchen Stories halt ums Verrecken nicht, dass die wahrscheinlich zig Leute getötet haben. Im Falle von der Frau Rover wahrscheinlich Tausende. Über die, was weiß ich, wie viele Jahre das die Alte gelebt hat. Da dachte ich mir dann so, Leute, ihr habt schon mitbekommen, dass das eine fucking Massenmörderin ist oder so. Ich meine, ihr könnt den Charakter natürlich nur trotzdem mögen, ne? Das ist jetzt kein Ding so, oh, ihr müsst den hassen. Sondern, ich fand es von der Story her einfach doof, dass dann viele dann so, oh ja, was die nicht Schlimmes mitgemacht haben. Ja, geil, Alter, ich gehe auch immer rum, wenn mir was Schlimmes passiert und bringe irgendwelche Leute um. Ist natürlich wieder viel zu vereinfacht dargestellt jetzt mit, weil ich meine, mit dem ganzen Zeug, was ihr ja passiert ist und sowas, aber wie gesagt, das rechtfertigt halt die Sachen einfach trotzdem nicht. Aber was ich da teilweise gelesen habe mit so, oh, und die Arme und alles mögliche, denke ich mir, ja, die armen Familien, die verreckt sind, Alter, wegen ihr sind ja, oh, scheiß drauf. Wollte ich nur mal erwähnt haben. Aber jetzt machen wir Schluss. Eigentlich habe ich vorhin schon überlegt, dass wir abbrechen. Aber ich dachte mir, ich kann jetzt nicht am Schluss abbrechen. Macht das man etwa nicht? Ne, also normalerweise wirst du nicht zum Massenmörder, wenn du irgendwelche Sachen erlebst. Ups. Ja. Wie gesagt, es ist jetzt nicht so, dass die Story jetzt irgendwie schlecht war oder sonst irgendwas. Nur ich ging damit nicht ganz konform, dass man jetzt dann einfach, dass das zu viel drauf hinauslaufen sollte mit so... Das hat sich weniger angefühlt, wie du sollst verstehen, warum sie so geworden ist, sondern mehr so, möchtest du ihr nicht verzeihen und sie am besten ziehen? Gut, das Ziehen habe jetzt nicht dazu gedichtet, aber... Und wie es dann manche dann halt auch auf den Rover geschoben haben mit dem... Also das waren so die Diskussionen, was ich halt mitbekommen habe damals. Wo dann welche dann auf den Rover geschoben haben, ja, er ist ja schuld, weil er hat ja ihr damals versprochen, dass er zu ihrem Stück kommt und dann ist er ja nie aufgetaucht. Denken wir, ja, wenn mich jemand versetzt, gehe ich auch los und fange an, Leute umzubringen. Immer noch so einfach dargestellt, da ist natürlich viel dazwischen auch noch passiert und sonst irgendwas, aber da dachte ich mir dann auch so, Leute, ihr könnt nicht einen Typen, der einfach nur seine Sachen vergessen hat wegen irgendwas, wegen irgendeinem großen Plan oder sonst irgendwas, dann erzählen so, ja, also die ist jetzt zum Mörder geworden wegen dir, weil du nicht zu ihrem Musikstück gekommen bist. Deswegen, schaut bei mir im Stream rein, sonst gehe ich raus und fange an, Leute umzuhauen. Nein, ich schmarre. So kurz vor Schluss zu sagen, jetzt Ende, das wäre nicht schön gewesen. Ja, aber wenn es noch länger gegangen wäre, hätte ich es irgendwann sagen müssen, Alter, weil irgendwann muss man auch ins Bett gehen. Und wenn die Szenen nun mal länger gehen, geht halt nun mal nicht. Ich versuche sowas zu vermeiden. Das letzte Mal habe ich, glaube ich, 1,5 Stunden vorm Schluss aufgehört von irgendeiner Story. Aber ja, ich dachte mir, komm, fuck it, Alter, wegen der halben Stunde geht's noch. Also ich habe gehofft, dass es noch eine halbe Stunde ist. Es ist dann Gott sei Dank auch nur eine halbe Stunde gewesen. So, wir haben jetzt das abgeschlossen. Jetzt haben wir ja dann noch 12. Schlaf wird überbewertet, ja. Ich versuch's bloß nicht mehr so zu übertreiben. Weil das tut mir über die ganze Woche bloß die Augen weh. Ist immer noch Akt 11. Achso, okay, finde Galbrena. Jetzt haben wir ja dann, glaube ich, noch... Ach da, Kapitel 2 statt im Zeitriss, Akt. Ah, das ist jetzt das dann mit der... Scheiße, die Chisak heißen, ich hab schon wieder den Namen vergessen. Jedes Mal denke ich, ich habe den Namen vergessen, aber ich habe es eigentlich richtig. Das ist ja dann Kapitel 12. Und ansonsten... Ja. Ah ja, eins muss ich noch dazu sagen. Ich meine, ich weiß nicht, ob der später jetzt dann mehr auftaucht. Aber der Typ war irgendwie eigenartig eingeführt. Ich fand das sehr komisch. Ich meine, er ist ein cooler Charakter und es haben sich ja auch viele gefreut, dass der dann kommt und der hat ja auch coole Movesets und bla bla bla. Aber ich fand das sehr eigenartig, wie der vorgestellt wurde. Er ist jetzt einfach da und er ist jetzt einfach mal da unten in diesem Ding gewesen, wo der eine... Wo wir ja mit der Rover da waren. Und der hat jetzt da dieses Ding geholt und der gibt jetzt uns das. Ja, das soll er uns erbringen. Und dann ist er dort noch und beschützt alle. Und dann... Ja, ich gehe jetzt weiter jagen. Und denke ich so... Okay... Arbeitet er nächstes Mal dann für Amazon? Entschuldigung, den Gag habe ich schon ein paar Mal gebracht, aber den wollte ich jetzt nochmal bringen. Ich bedanke mich an der Stelle auf jeden Fall bei euch fürs Zuschauen. Und jetzt ist die Frage, spielen wir als nächstes für NTE weiter? Weil ich habe ein paar Story-Dinger gesehen, wo ich nicht weiß, dass ich die verpasst habe. Gibt noch eine Überleitungsstory, wenn zum Schießer kommt. Ja, dass das nicht gleich so zack zack geht, das war mir schon klar. Aber... Wir spielen es schon in der Reihenfolge nach, bloß das 12er wird ja, das 12er ist ja scheinbar was man vorziehen kann von den Missionen. Weil das wird ja schon, das 12er habe ich ja schon, wie ich noch in Kapitel 8 gesteckt bin oder so, habe ich ja diese Mission dafür schon gehabt. Also das ist ja scheinbar eine, die du einfach vorziehen kannst, wenn du Lust und Laune hast. Ich weiß gar nicht, ob die das dafür gemacht haben, damit du dann auch auf 3.0 gleich überspringen kannst, ohne dass du die Rinascita gemacht hast. Keine Ahnung. Auf jeden Fall wird es noch ein bisschen dauern, bis wir sie leveln können. Das dauert noch ein wenig. Ich meine, ich habe es jetzt Gott sei Dank gezogen. Sie läuft jetzt, glaube ich, bloß nur einen Tag, oder? Ja. Aber es wird noch dauern, bis ich die mal jemals spielen will. Ist so, weil für die Region 3 wichtig ist. Ah, okay. Stimmt, da habe ich doch auch irgendwas gelesen drüber, aber ist ja auch egal. Ich bedanke mich erstmal bei euch fürs Zuschauen, die was auf YouTube nachschauen. Macht's gut und bis zum nächsten Mal. Servus. Und dann natürlich die im Stream. Ich wünsche euch allen eine gute Nacht und morgen ist auf jeden Fall Pause. Ich weiß nur nicht, ob wir... Ich denke, vielleicht am Donnerstag spielen wir vielleicht was. Warte mal, wo sind wir da daheim? Da sind wir daheim. Steam, Wunschliste. Weil da kommen ein paar Sachen raus, die wir vielleicht spielen könnten. Einmal das da, Coffee Talk Tokyo. Wobei ich nicht weiß, ob ich da ein extra einfach nur so ein Let's Play mache oder ob wir es im Streamer anspielen. Und bei dem, wo ich mir auch noch unsicher bin, ist Zero Paradise. Das ist aber ein sehr textlastiges Spiel. Deswegen weiß ich nicht, ob ich das überhaupt spielen will als Let's Play. Es ist von denen, die wo Disco Elysium gemacht haben. Coffee Talk Tokyo ist im Prinzip Coffee Talk in Tokyo, falls ihr das Let's Play gesehen habt. Und ich habe bis heute das versprochene erste Spiel nicht gespielt. Schauen wir mal. Wenn wir dann sehen, vielleicht spielen wir auch ein Gacha-Game weiter. Oder wir spielen Wuthering weiter. Ne, wahrscheinlich spielen wir erstmal was anderes wieder. Gute Nacht, danke fürs Zuschauen, macht's gut und bis zum nächsten Mal. Servus.